All right, we're live with Ghost 42 TCG. Chris, what's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Mike? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so first time doing a real deal live appearance on a show. We were talking to Philo Cards in our group chat earlier. He's like, I haven't even talked to Chris, but you guys see each other at a lot of events because you get around quite a bit, from what I can tell. How many
Yeah,
events did you go to, like in the past year? Would you estimate off the cuff?
wow. Yeah, I went to every SCG con that they had the Dragon Lord set available at. So I went to Houston and
Wow,
Baltimore and
everyone.
Atlanta and Vegas. Yeah, and then SorceryCon, of course.
Yeah, and actually, Ed Bear Jr. is in the chat here. He said he's I think he's in Tennessee. I want to say for his. He tells me, but I can't remember anything more than 5 minutes. But I think he's at one of his
Oh
Ren
yeah,
fairs, so he's taking like a quick break here.
yeah. Hey
Support
Ed,
the
thanks
Italian
for offering up
stallion.
those things to the public. That's pretty cool. The signed collector edition is fantastic. Love the
Yes,
art.
you went to the you were talking about the SCG cons where they're selling Ed's. The company was selling Ed's Dragon Lord set. Now he has his own. Like he bought like 700 ish, I think he said, and he's been kind of holding off offering those to the public, and now he's been offering those through his Patreon and on his website. So I don't. What do you think about the Dragon Lord? It's getting kind of scarce, right?
Yeah, I've been a believer in the Dragon Lord set from the very beginning. Been getting them as much as I can. It was an interesting combination of low availability plus low demand at the beginning, and then now
Hmm.
you're seeing some cards sell out. You're seeing the prices go way back up, and we don't know if it's going to be available again. So I have no non-foils left of any of the Dragon Lord. I've got a couple sealed boxes and a
Wow.
couple foils left, and that's kind of it. It's pretty impressive. I think people really like the collectability of it for sure.
Yeah, so that's early on. Like the demand was kind of crazy in the U.S., where people could actually get it. It was great for SCG Con. A lot of people were turning up just to be able to buy it. Was like a big value prop of going to the show because they were selling at MSRP, and right away it was pretty valuable. But in Europe, it was always tough. I don't know if they ever really got it. So it's, when you say like the demand was low early on, do you mean for the singles specifically, or were people hitting you up looking to buy sealed boxes off of you, knowing you were going to all the events?
Yeah, so I actually I opened most of them for
Oh,
the singles. Yeah, that
okay.
was what I was doing. But no, I had a lot of people trying to offer pretty low, and actually even as of last week was selling some foils and had someone ask me like, hey, on your new website, you've got your Dragonlord foils way above market. I'm like, well, that's what I'm willing to sell them at. I think it's going to get to that point. So
Yeah.
it'll make all that traveling worth it, I guess. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm a big believer in that set for sure.
Okay. Yeah, because those cons were like all over the country, so you really were traveling all over. So let's take a step back. Like, talk about for those that might not know you. I know a lot of people do know you. You're pretty well known in the community now, and you go to all the events, so people see you in person a lot. But for those that don't know, what's your like? When did you discover sorcery? And let's get into like
Yeah.
how you became a single seller and all that.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So, well, first, Mike, thanks for having me. Real excited to
Yeah.
be here. I'm one of the mods on the Trusted Games Marketplace. So I'm Ghost 42 TCG on the Discords, and been really cool to be a part of that kind of since day one. I also have YouTube under the same name where I do box openings. I talk about the market for sorcery from the
Mhm.
perspective of a pretty high volume single seller. So that's kind of
Yeah.
my claim to fame there. And just launched my new website, my online store, again, ghost42tcg.com 2 weeks ago tomorrow. So pretty cool.
Oh.
Been going great. Yeah. So uh, for me, yeah, originally discovered sorcery with by stumbling into a Rudy video, honestly, and kind of right at the tail end of getting sick of collecting Magic cards. So kind of a good off ramp on Magic and into that. And then actually, the first recommended YouTube thing was your channel, as a matter of fact.
Oh, nice.
And
The
got
algorithm's
into the
working for me.
yeah, right. So I got into the alpha breaks and the sample pack breaks and everything, and I
Yeah.
had no idea how all that worked. That was back in the Ghost Pants
Yeah,
days.
this was a few years back. I was probably doing more recorded content at that time, or like more frequent live. So now I'm a little more sporadic, but that's funny. Yeah, you did a lot of breaks. Was it the samples and the alpha breaks? I forget. You kind
Yeah,
of dabble in both.
basically, yeah. If it
Yeah.
was an opportunity to get in, I think while some of the prices were a little bit more manageable, I pretty much did it. Loved
Yeah.
it. Jumped right in.
It's
You
fun.
can kind of tell when you see a product that's just every aspect of it is just, it's highly collectible. The game is amazing and the community is amazing. Like there's like very few times you see something like that where you just dive in, jump in both feet, and that's kind of what I did.
Yeah, well said. So like you did you say you came in after the Kickstarter then? It was kind of
Yeah, I missed
yeah.
out on the Kickstarter and
Okay.
really wish I didn't.
I know hindsight's 2020, right? It was the kind of like, Kickstarter. It was kind of like a lot of games were coming out, a lot were failing. I just saw the altered TCG, like didn't even make it 2 years. And then there was that Polywags one. There was like some weird shady thing happened with the creator. So there's all these things like most games just die out within the first couple of years. And I think Flesh and Blood was the first outlier. Like people were super optimistic about MetaZoo, and that crashed and burned like out of the blue, crazy hard. But here's Sorcery. What, like about 3 years? I just hit a 3-year milestone, I think, of the
Yeah.
Kickstarter.
Yeah, in a weird way, I'm actually kind of glad I missed the Kickstarter because I probably would have hesitated and not gone for like the Avatar of the Realm tier, and then I would probably regret it to this day.
Yeah.
So it's probably a good thing that I missed it altogether.
Yeah, man. And like, I don't know. I finally did a video on like my background, my story on how I got that one. And it's because somebody dropped it. Like I tried to pledge as fast as I could, but like my connection timed out and I had nothing for like the first 2 weeks. And then someone dropped it and I bought it instantly. And the rest is history, man. I was like all in on it. I really got into the art, obviously.
Yeah, I'm not quite there yet. I got some prints hanging up in the back that are hanging on by a thread there. One, the Atlantean Fate there fell earlier, and I got the Water Castle canvas prints. If you don't know, nice. Aronia Art has the Etsy store. Just dropped some other cool stuff there too. It's pretty fantastic.
Yeah. So you said you were at the event and we were talking about you met Jurgen in person. So that was the one you met Aranya at?
Yeah.
Nice.
Rask.
Okay. She seems like very nice, very bubbly, happy type of person, right?
Yeah. Just a dream come true to be able to meet her, because I guess she doesn't get to travel outside the country too much. And it just so happened I was in Europe for work and made the 8-hour drive. And yeah, I just loved every minute of that event.
Yeah. And who was the was there another artist there too? I'm blanking on who
Pietro.
Else? Oh, that's right. Yeah. Altarist. Yep. He's great. Yep. He's pretty popular in Europe. And even like, so he's like an artist. I've helped him auction some of his altars and things. And every time I post his stuff, it gets like some of the best engagement. Like everybody loves his super unique style. It's very different. So it's cool. That's what we like about these altarists.
Yeah, I got an altered necromancer, and I have no business getting an altered necromancer because I hate that avatar, but it was just so cool. I wish I could show you. Maybe I'll post it in the Discord after. But yeah, people seem to like the tokens that he had made too. I was able to scoop a bunch up and bring them back to the US. They're cool because they're actually half size, I think, as they were originally intended. And
right.
In the spirit of sorcery, they're foil on the front and non-foil full art back with some hidden stuff. It's pretty rad.
Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, it's fun. I had some of the playtest cards that Eric made, and they're still half size like that. Before they went to quarter size accidentally with the printer. So it's a cool piece of history. But yeah, man. So you got into you were into the game initially, participating in breaks, and you started selling singles, and things have been really taking off for you, huh?
Yeah, I think the story really started with spending way too much money on cards.
Yeah, you got to recover, right?
Yeah, and it's great that this hobby retains value, unlike some other hobbies that some people get into. So, I got into just getting in the Discord marketplaces, and it turned out that I actually was pretty good at like negotiating and buying and selling with people, and really just enjoyed every minute of it, and quickly turned into like every waking moment when I'm not at the big boy job, doing all that. It's been pretty great.
I know. We got like a similar lifestyle, man. Like we put in our honest 9 to 5 and then we grind our faces off like every waking moment in between.
Yeah. If I get to bed before 2 a.m. these days, it's a miracle. Yeah.
Yep.
But
yeah. Yeah, we all manage it differently. Like I'm up with the kids, and then I got to wake up super early before them to get anything done. But yeah, it's fun. You know, we do it because
Yeah,
it's
it is,
passion
and I
on it.
get to meet so many interesting people. I
Yeah,
mean, it's funny because you get all these. You meet a lot of people through virtual, like on Discord or Facebook or whatever, and then you finally go to these events, and like you said, I went to a whole bunch of them. Got to meet tons of people that I've either done business with or just interacted with or chatted on the Discords, and man, I just love this community and just uh, everything about it, and just meeting
yeah.
the people. Just everybody's so awesome. It's incredible.
Yeah, everybody's super nice, and it's kind of funny. I was joking on my last live, I think, that I've gone to these shows and like people will come up to you and be like, "Hey, how you doing, man? It's good to see you." Blah blah blah. Let's like, just like start talking to you, and like you
Yeah.
have no idea who they are. Like half the time they don't even say what their name is. Like let alone like sometimes they'll say their real name, and it's all right. Like you wouldn't know them because you know their Discord name. But some people don't even like tell you their name. They just like act like they've known you for the past 3, 4, 5 years. And it's
Yeah.
like, it's like kind of like, yeah, good to see you. You know, you just talk like we got common interests, you know, so you kind of hit it off anyway, just through that. But yeah, so that's like let's talk about a bit about the state of the sorcery market. You know, some of the tubers are a bit doom and gloom sometimes, and they're like, we're in the lull. You know, it's because it gets quiet like on the social media. You know, like in the discords, it'll feel like kind of slow some days, and people think that's also characteristic of the demand on singles and stuff. But then I talked to you and Steve and some of the other single sellers, and they're like, "No, like you're getting hit up for orders constantly, and things are better than ever." So what's the vibe been like? Let's say over the past 1 to 2 months, while we're in this lull period between sets.
Yeah, well, I actually just came back from a pretty long work trip, so I've only been back in action for just over 2 weeks now at this point. But
Hmm.
I've been absolutely getting slammed. One of the things
Wow.
I talked about before was a couple months ago was like the main people coming into sorcery, like were taken over by like people coming to play the game first versus the traditional, what we would always say is come for the art, stay for the game. And it kind of shifted pretty hard pretty quick after
Hmm.
Gothic. A lot of people coming for the gameplay first and then discovering the collecting. And
Yeah.
very quickly after coming back from my work trip, I noticed that like there are a lot of people also now coming in for the first time trying to find the highly collectible things like alpha foils. So
Hmm.
I had a stack of alpha foils for the longest time where yeah, you could move them if you wanted to dump them, but to get
Yeah.
a fair value out of them, you kind of just held them. And now you've got those kinds of types coming in and collecting what they like and getting full sets, and it's been pretty incredible, honestly. But it's kind of hard because a lot of these kinds of sales and stuff happen behind the scenes, or like you establish relationships with people and you don't even list stuff half the time. Half the time you just reach out to someone and make deals, or you go
Yeah.
on, you'll post on the marketplace and you'll get DMs and no one will ever know the result of the DMs, kind of a thing too. So
Hmm.
I know it's kind of like you, the messenger, right? So the sorcery single seller saying the market is strong, buy. But the best I can say is open and honest. It really is. I'm actively buying collections to replenish my inventory. It's been pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. Like, so you hit on a couple things there. Like, this isn't a game that's highly liquid publicly. I mean, like a lot of what I do is full public because it's live auctions and people can see exactly what happens, right? But for the single selling, it's like you say, like, and I've like helped like consign things, and people will ask me, can you find this and that, right? But that's how it works. Like we know each other, so we just direct message each other and say like, hey, I'm looking for this card. Do you know anybody that has it? That comes up a lot. But the other aspect you touched on is getting sealed product is problematic in this game for pretty much every set. I mean, you could go and pay MSRP price on Beta, Arthurian Legends, Gothic, but Alpha, it's what 1,300 a box nowadays, and it's not like it's everywhere where you can just buy it on a whim whenever you want. So to replenish your inventory, you're buying collections.
Yeah,
That's
but I mean, I'll also buy boxes, or really, I'll buy cases
yeah.
at MSRP or even higher sometimes, especially if you're talking a set like Gothic, where the singles in the set really support the product being at MSRP. And it's funny
Yeah,
when you
that's
talk
true.
about Sorcery, right? Because name another product where like the standard is to get something 20, 30% under MSRP. I'm doing percent math publicly, but you know what I'm saying? So if you're
Yeah.
used to getting a $166 MSRP product at $130, is that good? I don't
Yeah.
think so. And I get it that like someone like me has a harder time, or even a real store owner has a harder time getting stuff at resellable prices. But when the singles, I mean, I think generally most of the singles in most of the sets are liquid, and they're collectible and they're playable, and it's a really awesome combination right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it is an interesting dynamic because depending on your interest category, people are sometimes frustrated. Like players want more sealed products, lower prices, everything to be cheaper. Not everybody. I mean, like they also want their cards at value so they could sell the ones they don't need and then acquire the cards that they do need. So it's kind of a give and take in that regard. But
There's a
then,
balance.
yeah, and then like for a store, and I mean, like an LGS is a little different than like people like us that just operate our own small business type thing. But like an LGS, let's say, they need sealed product as well to play sealed format and sell to customers in their store, have it on the shelf. And the games, it seems like, they're trying to navigate this annual release. And if you flood the market, the prices crash. It's a race to the bottom. That's a problem. If you trickle it out, stores are frustrated because they can't sustain interest in store gameplay, or they got to get creative and find other means and alter their model. And it's just like there's so many games out there nowadays. That's what I constantly see on the YouTubes, that the market's just flooded with all these games pouring in. There's a lot of competition, but again, the mainstays are the old classics, and Flesh and Blood and Sorcery are the ones that are really doing well, in my opinion. Do you dabble in any other games at all still? You said you got away from Magic, but any other?
Yeah, I got bit by the shard bugs a little bit. I'm waiting for a couple of cases to come in, do some rips on the channel.
That's fun. Yeah.
I have to. I pulled one of those really cool redemption cards where you get to design a card in a future set, and I feel bad because I haven't had time to play it, and I'm also in Hawaii, so I don't really like. It's just not a focus area for building a shard bugs community. So
yeah, that's tough.
So it's just been a little challenging to try to learn the game and the lore and everything, but know that. I was actually really surprised that I could really get into the digital, or the mostly digital art that's there, but it's all still handmade digitally. I don't know. It's
actually,
really
I thought
fantastic.
I could have sworn Lewis had told me he was going to do like an all hand painted set. So maybe it wasn't this set 3. That might be a future set.
That's
but
cool.
I think it is a mix, because I want to say like Steve Osmankowski, Centerpoint. He was at SorceryCon, one of the alterists. He's done art for that game, and to my knowledge, I don't think he does digital at all. So I think his were hand painted. So it's
that's
a mix,
awesome then. I mean, I know there was a mix. I think the first couple
mix.
sets had like only a handful, but
it might be a minority to date.
It's still cool though, I guess is my point. And definitely still I love collecting it. I've got pretty much every set.
Yeah, I opened he sent me because we added it to the Trusted Games Marketplace, like we were talking about. Because the idea of that marketplace, there's not a lot of Discords that have like multiple games, I find. It's like Sorcery Marketplace, Flesh and Blood Marketplace, Magic Marketplace, and there's like several of them. But I don't personally know of a lot that have multiple games and are really invested in multiple games in a serious way. Like when we brought on Shard Bugs, for example, we found the guy in Shard Bugs that's like super into it and super knowledgeable on the game, because he's going to be able to not police things, but just kind of like keep an eye on things that look fishy and shady. So I think that's a smart, calculated way to do it. But we've been mostly Sorcery, and just hit 1,000 members, which is pretty sweet. That was the initial goal. Like we started in January, so it's been just a few months.
Yeah, I think I looked earlier, and I was not only over 1,000, but I think kind of blew through it a little bit. It was like, okay, watching the numbers tick up, and then all of a sudden you look again, you're like, oh, we're 20 over. That's it's pretty cool. So been fun being a mod on there for sure.
Yep. Yeah, and I think I was trying to make this point because like a lot of people are like, why do you need another marketplace? You're trying to like compete or like outgun the other one, and there's like several on Facebook as well. So it's not like there's only one other marketplace. There's several marketplaces, several single players, and ultimately better liquidity is healthy for a game. Like, the more places you can buy or sell your stuff, it's healthier it is, because you know you gotta have somewhere where you can sell and somewhere where you can find the cards you need or desire to complete sets. So I think more choice is good, and competition is good too, because it keeps people sharp and keeps them innovating and trying to differentiate, and ultimately that adds more value to the people that are trying to buy, sell, or trade. So
Yeah,
cool.
it's been working for me. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm still in all the different marketplaces, all the buy sell trades as much as I can be, anyways, with the time. But I think the cool thing about TGM for me is I kind of ran into a roadblock for scaling into kind of turning this side hustle into something a little bit more serious. And one of the things I really like about TGM is I can kind of integrate my workflow with like the online store that I just launched, and still meet the intent of an online marketplace, but kind of speed things up and sell and with confidence, for people who are buying. So I really like that aspect of it for sure. But yeah, everywhere's got its pros, its cons, and I try to be as part of everything as I can be.
Yeah, you are everywhere. You do well with
Ghost is
networking, and
everywhere, and Ghost knows
I mean,
things, is what they say.
if you have a business and stuff, yeah, your network is important. But yeah, the idea of it was like to have like rigorous screening protocols at the door, so as people are getting in, they're not using alt accounts or doing things underhanded. So, and then we have like a subscription model. So if they're buying in to be a seller, they're likely, like, a scammer's 99% of the time isn't going to pay to scam people. They'll just go to the next one and try scamming elsewhere, right? So I think it works in that regard. It was kind of a smart idea, and it's proven out.
Yeah.
And like I forget if you were telling me this first, but I do the same thing. Like if I see like someone new bidding on my auctions, and then I see they're in TGM, I feel like a little better. I'm like, all right, this guy's been verified. Like this is maybe someone new to the community, but they found their way into a vetted Discord. Because a lot of these Discords you join, and whether it's a marketplace or not, like, it's a free for all. There's no sign up questions. Like on my Facebook group, I have a private Facebook group, so there's screening questions, and they got to agree to. Actually, I have a Facebook marketplace that is about 5,000 people, but they have to like agree to the rules. If they don't agree to the rules, I decline them getting in. On Discords, oftentimes there aren't those screening protocols. It's just you're in and you just start listing, and you don't know who you're dealing with a lot of the time. It's fine when you're small, but the game's growing. We're 3 years in. Like you say, Gothic brought in a lot of players. Are you seeing a lot of new people too?
Oh yeah.
As well as like OGs that you've known for like 2-3 years?
Yeah, all the time. It's funny because I'll share my reference posts in the chats when I'm reaching out to people, or they reach out on some for sale post or something, and they're like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, yeah, I have a store too, or an online store too.
Yeah, like, oh man, yeah, you got recommendations and spades.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool. And there's all kinds of sub communities. Like the Whatnot community is real active. There's probably 3 or 4 streamers going real active, and then they come into the Discords, and it's been great. Tons of new people.
Yeah, and I know you're into that scene, and like initially I was like, well, what is this Whatnot? I was like, I never like a Whatnot guy. It's like I thought it was like some seedy, weird, like gambling type thing. But
well, it can be. Yeah.
I mean, it has that component to it. That's what breaks are, essentially, in some regard. But my point is, like, when you watch it, it's very similar to a YouTube break. It's not like FOMO people are like wildly jumping in. Some do, but like it's also got a cool vibe where like oftentimes the breaker knows a bit about the game, and they're able to speak intelligently. They seem like they're genuinely into it, and the chats are fun too, just like a live YouTube stream. So
yeah, everyone streaming Sorcery knows what they're talking about. They'll stop what they're doing, because time is money literally on there. They track like revenue per minute, this kind of metrics, and they'll stop and slow down and do pack walkthroughs for the new people anytime anyone asks, and then invite them to the Discords and show them around and refer them to your website to know what curios they might have a chance of opening, so they don't accidentally miss an extinguish or something.
That's cool that they do that. It's
really awesome. Cool. Yeah,
a good resource.
Yeah,
but we met I met Matt for the first time. What's his Whatnot handle? I always forget it because it's a little. Do you know what it is off the cuff?
Matt, MZ Cards.
MZ, yeah.
It. Tip of the Sun on Discord, or
Tip
MZ
Sun,
Cards.
Yep. Yeah, he's a super nice guy.
Yeah.
And the other guy we were hanging out with, that I met
Yeah.
for the first time at
Roz
SorceryCon.
Rosgul.
Oh no, that's Kyle. Yeah, does he do whatnot
No,
breaks?
Rosgul, not Roz.
Oh,
Wait,
Rosgul.
let me.
He's in my I think both
Yeah,
of those guys joined my
Rosgul.
Patreon. Yeah, because we were like hanging out at the Patreon after party at SorceryCon. Is always a fun thing to do. What do you think about SorceryCon? I mean, do you think you would consider vending at a SorceryCon?
Yeah, I
Have you thought
think
about that?
I actually considered it last year, and just the timing wasn't right. But I think I'm
Okay.
assuming that there's spot for me.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna really turn the corner next year on the business stuff and get a table as long as it's open.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's smart to do. Like, I know we had 2 vendors this year. We had one the year. Oh no, we had 2. No, we had one the year before. I was thinking of Courtesan Cup. But they do phenomenally well, and it's like you think like, and like I always bring out like a ton of artists. It's always my goal to have like a record-setting number of artists, and like the artists will tell you too. Some of them like worry a bit, and they're like, oh, like if you have 15 artists like that, people can only spend so much. You got a few hundred people, it's like,
Yeah.
and they got cost of like they're going out to dinner every night and doing whatever. I mean, it's expensive to go to an event, right? It adds up. So like
Yeah.
with the spend divided amongst all that, people spend enough, and they spend like a fortune on the single sellers, and every single artist like does amazingly well. It's incredible. Like just the like voracious appetite of sorcery fans. And I think it's also because they're coming from all over the world where accessibility is very mixed and varied, like where they're generally from in their regional area. There's like very few LGSs that carry it. Some of them don't know some of the online retailers for sealed product, or it's hard to chase down certain singles because it's very thin inventory on TCG Player and with the 2 to 3 card buyouts and stuff like that. So yeah, people just go nuts, and like everyone does amazingly well. So it's good for everybody, really.
Yeah, and there's a couple of so few big single sellers for that, and getting a third one, I think next year, especially in the location that you've announced, it's going to be great. One of the things I really love, another +1 of this community is there's plenty of room for everybody. We all know each other. We all get along. Nobody's trying to step all over each other and anything like that. It's a really different vibe. I went to all those SCG cons and talked to like Magic vendors and stuff, and it's just a different vibe amongst the sorcery community and the sorcery vendors and things. And we reach out to each other from time to time and things. Support each other. It's been pretty great. It's just awesome building everybody up and seeing the community grow in all aspects.
Yeah, as long as things are growing, everyone can do well, in all aspects, not just like business wise, but like finding more players to play with. And there's been like a surge in events to go to, for sure, with like this more structured like store support and organized play system and getting dust for play and stuff like that. I mean, there's enough reasons to go out and play with people at the store, which is good. I think that was a big important step. And then a lot more organized events with the SCG Con was huge. And then there's like these big Europe events. And now in the US, there's like a few things. The old schoolers do their thing. And then Sorcery Cons in every year, like pinnacle event. We're trying to go. We got ambitious attendance targets this year, man. I'll tell you, because we got a 54,000 square foot venue, which I think is like 2 to 3 times like the size of, I don't know. I think it's like twice the size of Indy. It's going to feel big, but it's going to be full because like as soon as I announced, I had this like group chat with all the artists. I reached out to them and they were like, they all wanted to come, like so many of them were like, it's so exciting. So I'll be making announcements as soon as tickets go on sale.
That's awesome. I can't wait. It's just, I had so much fun last time. I think we came down from the top floor in the daylight one night.
Yeah, for sure.
We won't talk about that, but we'll just say we had a good several series of after parties.
Yeah. Yeah, it got wild, man. Like every night it was like that too. So like you can survive 3-4 nights like that, and then like it takes you a week or 2 to recover. But that's what I do. I try to, because like you're only there. We only see each other. I mean, you go to everything, but I go to like 1 event a year, maybe 2. I guess it's been like 2 on average. But yeah, so you got to milk every second of it and just make the most of it. Connect with as many people as you can. It's awesome.
As long as you don't wake up in the vestibule.
That's right. Yeah, we've had a few stories with a few people
Inside
waking up in
jokes are the
various
best
places
jokes.
outside of their room. Yeah, some inside jokes. You got to come to the after parties to get the inside scoop on these ones, guys. But but yeah, having dinner with like a group of friends and I don't know, it's getting together is cool
Yeah.
in person.
Yeah, the only thing I'm just a little torn about getting the table because I'm also a player too, like I said,
Yeah.
and I entered in all the tournaments at all the SCG-Con stuff. I actually came in 7th in Atlanta with my Pathfinder deck, and I was sort of kind of featured on some people's YouTube videos for deck list reviews. It wasn't very creative of a deck, so I didn't get a whole lot of a deep dive. But I'm hoping to play
Yeah.
some more online and stuff. So if anybody wants to try to jam some games in, reach out to me as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say in like 2026 SorceryCon had the right amount of attendance, 300. Yeah, we had maybe 250-ish, somewhere on that order, I would say. So he thinks that's about right for the amount of artists, which is 15. So if we maintain that ratio to artists, it'll work out well financially. Yeah, so I think like when we did Vegas, like we chose Vegas the first time because we wanted to have like a big. It was the first. There was a couple like Seattle Sorcery Cons, but we for the big like main Sorcery Con, we want to have a big splash event in like a sexy place. Vegas, you know, is like that's where all the marquee events are for Magic and other the big games. So that's what we chose, and it was expensive as hell. Like the venue was outrageous with the food minimums and just reserving the place and all that, but. We ended up having a pretty good draw, like close to 400 people. It was in the 300s, I believe. And then for Indy, like I say, it was like 250-ish, but there was like confluence of factors there. Like we didn't know when Gothic was going to come out, and we wanted to be damn sure it was going to be after Gothic came out. Then it started getting late into the winter, and venue dates are really hard to get, especially at places that are nice but also like reasonably affordable. You know, because that's where we're at. Like when you're drawing a few hundred people and not a few thousand, you can't get like the wildest venue. And plus, we still want to have like a large footprint because we do draw still a few hundred. Plus, all the vendors, we need a lot of tables. That takes up a lot of space, a lot of artists. Because we had more than just like the singles vendors. You know, we had this year we had the print on demand shirt company and stuff. So we try to get creative with it. We got some surprises for next year too that I'm not quite yet ready to announce, but a new different kind of vendor, so to speak. So and a lot of artists, but the venue is very big, and like we always try to find one where the art. Do you like how the artists and single sellers are in the same room as the players?
Oh yeah, I think everybody being together, if we can, would be important. Yeah,
yeah, because I've been at some events where they have like a separate artist alley or these separate like these smaller venues. They tend to have like a convention hall footprint, which you consume very quickly with all the play tables you need to support. Because you're going to have like the main events, then you need to have all these side events. You know, if people want to play different formats or two-headed dragon or whatever, 4-player free for all. There's like all these new formats emerging. So we want to create space for that and side events because that's how you recover your cost really for these massive venues. You can't just sell tickets. You'd like lose a fortune. You got to sell gameplay, sell some merchandise to stay afloat. So there's all these like factors, right? So oftentimes like you have the main playroom and then you have like vendors and or artists in a whole separate place and people like are all over that on day one. And then it's a freaking like ghost town for the next couple of days. And it's like depressing in there. I don't want that for the artists and I don't want that for the fans too. I want them to be able to play a game, go talk to an artist, come back, play a game, you know, and iterate because time is short in between play, especially if you're doing well and advancing, you know?
Yeah. And even if you're, only playing, I only played the one day of the main event and still you'd think being somewhere 4 days, you'd get to talk to all the artists and talk to all the vendors. And I think I probably talked to like half. It's like, uh-oh. Yeah.
I know.
It's definitely challenging, even with 4 days.
Yep. Yeah, I'm always conflicted because I'm like, I could play. I could go to learn to play and mix it up with the new guys and stuff, just having fun. But like, I can never find the time, even just walking around, talking with artists and just like people from all over the world who, again, we know on Discord, we know on YouTube or whatever, and we just rarely get to see them in person. So it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So what didn't we cover? Like the market's healthy, it's booming. Convention scene. Is there anything we missed?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think we kind of got through most of it. It's hard to get some things right now for singles, that's for sure. It's hard to find some sellers on some things, but hopefully, like I always say, relationships are everything, right? So there's a handful of us that are really reliable, and if you reach out, you can pretty much get anything you need, and it'll be fair price and fair deals and everything, win-win. So I'm pretty happy with where it was compared to a year ago. I mean, all the rumors of a lull coming, I'm not seeing that this year for sure. I mean, you're seeing even beta and AL spiking, singles running out, all of that as well. And I don't think there were plans to bring any more of that to the market sealed. I don't know, but everything is really active and healthy in my opinion.
Yeah, it makes sense too. And like you were saying earlier, when you have growth of the game and people discovering it anew, they always go back to alpha. They want those foils, they want the premium cards, they want the alpha curios. So that's good to see too, because like all these games go through this cycle where you have this Kickstarter boon, everyone has a mad dash rush to hoard sealed product or chase the debut alpha singles, and then it kind of evolves into like a more of a player centric type vibe, and then you got to somehow maintain that balance. And I think Sorcery's done it well, where like all the sets have maintained value reasonably well. It's interesting. You can buy at or over MSRP as a single seller and still sell off the hits and do fine. That says a lot. That's rare.
I've been restocking my store from whatnot buys, Mike.
That's unreal. Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Yep.
It's wild. But yeah, and I think the other thing too is like people kind of hate buying cards off TCG Player these days. Especially sorcery cards where you're looking for quality. And so I think people are also starting to not like to sell on TCG Player too. And so, yeah, you'll find one or two things listed, but I think it's probably combined with the massive demand and also just a hesitation to even want to bother with TCG Player anymore.
Yeah, I've always I never really got seriously into buying on TCG Player. I always thought it was like a weird model where you couldn't see the card you were buying. It's always like a shot in the dark. Like, is it really going to be the advertised quality? Because like if you buy, and it's, I don't know, maybe it's because Sorcery's small. We all know each other. We know who to buy from, and we know enough people to buy from. You establish a reputation, and people, you just establish a level of trust and respect, and it's easy, and like if someone's tells you it's in perfect condition, it will be. Or if there's an issue, they're going to disclose that because you don't want to damage your credibility or make someone feel bad. It's bad for everybody.
Yep. So, and we're still relatively small. So, you got some, marketplaces out there, and you got people that are making names for themselves, and, you can kind of get what you need without having to mess with that.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, you're right. Not being able to see the card is kind of a big deal. I'm pretty sick of ordering stuff off of TCG Player, especially foils.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, the foils, you get those roller lines oftentimes.
Texturing.
a little extra something.
Special edition.
Yeah. It's part of the chase, man. So let me see.
Well, I think you got an alpha box to open, so I don't want to take up too much of your time. I think I got a couple of things in there too. So
yeah, I know you're in Hawaii, like you said, man. So it's like middle of the day, and you got work to do. So yeah, appreciate you coming on. It was short notice too. So we'll get Philo cards on next time.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. This was really cool. Lots of fun.
Yeah, anytime, man. I love talking to you. We don't do it enough. So
yeah.
All right, take care, buddy.
All right, cheers.
I'll see you later. All right, guys. Here I am. I'm going to do the overhead cam because we got, we got to have like a 1 hour reveal sesh of all kinds of things. Hey, Gator, I'm not leaving, man. We're just getting warmed up. Because we're going to open an alpha box. I'm going to showcase a bunch of things. I might open Gothic. I might give away like MetaZoo for those that are into MetaZoo. Like what I did last time is like, it's a mixed bag. There's a lot of sorcery people that like MetaZoo. And Lewis, the creator of MetaZoo, sent me like 2 boxes. It's still in the bubble wrap here. The one was like looser bubble wrap. So I got that open. I did a giveaway last time. But this one is like super secured. So I still got 1 box, and I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to open it up. I'll do a giveaway with those. For those of you that are into it, I'll get your name up on the wheel. Speaking of wheel, I got to prep it with the alpha box breakers we're going to do. So we're going to break a box of alpha. We're going to open up a box of alpha tonight. And I got some new things to show off too. Some new paintings came in today. What was the one? All right, let me do the overhead cam real quick. Hang on. All right. I got to turn it in and plug it in. All right. Little plug, good to go. All right, so we got the cam. Yeah, I was going to show you the divine intervention. It's really hard to get the painting. So Vasily Ermolayev, of course, lives in Russia. He's a Russian artist. And with all the geopolitics and stuff going on, like, it's hard to make payments to and from there. It's hard to ship things to and from, but we found a way to make it happen. And I actually have all of his remaining Gothic paintings. So we've been auctioning some of those at the Sorcery Contested Realm community Facebook group, the Collector Arthouse Discord, and the Trusted Games Marketplace. And the Divine Intervention just finished tonight. So I'm going to grab that and let you guys have another look at that one. Let me do this. All right. So we got that. Let me grab that and the axe. Yeah, of course. So the story for Alpha is Eric bought like all, I don't know if it was like part of the contractual agreement with the commission, but somehow Eric has like all of his Alpha paintings, all of Vasily's Alpha paintings. And a few were in the Kickstarter. So what I'm going to do here is I just got like a massive, do you see this haircut too? I got a massive scalping. I like to get these scalpings like right before these shows, it seems. So I got like a little rug on top and then like took all of it off the side. I don't know. I'm always like super aggressive with it because it really bothers me when my hair gets long. So I just tell her, put me in the meat grinder and do what you got to do with that one. And that's what she does. She grinds me up. All right, what's going on here? Video, extra camera. Here we go, guys. You ready for this? Boom. And boom. All right, guys. Boom. All right, so we got a few things. We got an axe tool. We got another axe. And we got Divine Intervention. So this finished just under the reserve target tonight. So we got to see what we can do about that one. But this is an amazing painting from Vasily Ermolayev. So it's a beautiful piece. These ascending angels. A few ascending chads right here, as I like to say. You know that one, Timbo? An ascending chad, aspiring to the max level of weapons grade ascension to Giga Chad. Like my son on the soccer pitch. He's an absolute legend. He got 2 staples in his dome. Last Saturday, we were at the ER. Next morning, he's schooling kids on the soccer field. 2 staples to the dome. Ascending Giga Chad gets out there, and he starts trucking kids. He's only 7. I won't lie. It's an under 8 league, but I coach those kids. I'm trying to instill some discipline and some pride. Last week we had a tournament. It was like a Friday night tournament, and we had a game the next morning. The kids on the bench. So these kids, like, it's a rotating tournament. Every 10 minutes, these kids are rotating. A new team comes on the field. So these big kids roll in, and there's a kid on my bench, on my team. And he says, he's like, oh, we're a bunch of losers. The kids are saying, like, we're going to lose. We're losers. And I was like, what? I looked at the kid. I was like, dead serious. Like, what did you say? It's like, we don't lose. I was actually pretty pissed. I was like, dude, we don't lose. I was like, look at these kids. I was like, big means slow. This is soccer. We're not wrestling these kids. We're not playing football. So you get your ass out there and you start breaking legs, all right? And the kid himself, he was like pretty big on my soccer team. So he's got a good healthy foot, but he's got this habit where he just like boots it out of bounds, like next to our own goal. So it's like a freaking corner kick, like every time. I was like, dude, no one's around you. I'm like, turn it around and boot it upfield, and maybe my Giga Chad son will put it in the back of the net, you know? He's like a ringer. All right, so we're working on it. But he's doing fine, by the way. 2 staples, no problem. I'll wake his ass up at 4 a.m. on Wednesday, and we'll go to the ER and get those things ripped right out. I told him I was going to rip him out if he doesn't keep ascending. But speaking of ascension, this is how we got on this tangent. This is the Divine Intervention. Absolutely gorgeous piece. It got close enough to reserve. If it didn't hit reserve, I was just going to straight up buy it. I usually don't do that, but I was like, hey, if we don't hit Vasily's target, no problem. Because I want this one. I want them all, really. But I never buy them. You know, people buy them. I got enough, right? Never enough. It'll never be enough. I always want them. But this one's gorgeous. It's the Divine Intervention. Really cool effect where you come back off that. You come back to that store, is it? Off that store, to that store? That's probably the proper way to say it. So anyway, that one is going to be just a memory very soon. All right. I got the Brahm up here too, by the way. Since we got a different turnout. Everyone came to see Ghost. So I'll show Ghost's friends who often don't turn out the Brahm here. This is the original painting of the... If you're new to Sorcery, this is the card, guys. This is the painting from Gerald Brahm. It was done in the 1990s by Gerald Brahm for Guardian CCG, or it was at least used in Guardian CCG. I can't even say if... I don't know with certainty if it was made specifically for Guardians, because back then, these cards were licensed for use in a lot of different projects and games and things, but it did show up in Guardians. It was called Shadow Warrior. I actually... I have a few of those cards. I found them in a pile somewhere recently. I found a Dragon Lord box recently, too, that I forgot I had. It's pretty awesome. I got it in one of the SCG cons. But anyway, that's the original painting. And I bought it. I bought this. So the creator of Legends CCG somehow was genius enough to contact Brahm, I believe. And Brahm still had it. So he bought it from him. And then years later, I bought it from him. I bought it from the creator of Legends CCG, who bought it from Brahm, probably for like a million times on the dollar that he paid for it. But it's a freaking amazing piece, and it's the card in Sorcery. It's the alpha between this and the Frank Frazetta Death Dealer. These are like the two chase cards in Sorcery, and it's a freaking awesome artwork too. Look at it; it's just like really cool looking. You often don't see that color of vibrant yellow on the background like that. It's nice, man. I like the way he's looking at me. It makes me feel good. It's a very uplifting piece. All right. All right, guys. So we got that. And then I got the axe down in honor of the axe tool. So this is a painting. This is an original painting here by Vivian Calazans. And as some of you know that follow my platforms, I created the Sorcery Contested Realm Community Facebook group, obviously the Collector Arthouse Discord, Trusted Games Marketplace, all these different forums. And on those three in particular, I often auction things. And I work with many sorcery altarists to help promote their work, create visibility for them, help create opportunities for them. We saw the Great Atlas Thorn was really just like a magic altarist, and after a lot of weeks and weeks, weeks adding to months of begging, I finally convinced Atlas Thorn to do sorcery altars, and he became a big sensation, a big hit, caught the attention of Eric, and he was commissioned for sorcery. But anyway, I digress. We'll talk about Atlas a little later. Vivian is the wife of Kaio, and they both came up through altars. I never asked them, but I wonder if maybe they met through that, because I remember when I interviewed Kaio, this was like years ago. If you go to collectorarthouse.com, you'll find about 15 different sorcery artist interviews, written Q&A art of interviews on collectorarthouse.com. And it's under exclusive content tab, and you could go read about all the artists. So I interviewed Kaio as one of the earliest interviews I did, I recall. And he told me about how his wife was very influential in his development as an artist. Like, he really learned a lot from her. And, oh yeah, Alice got commissioned for sorcery, Roberto's. Yeah, man, for sorcery. It was like, dude, man, it was like heartwarming. I was like, freaking almost reduced to tears when that happened, because that is the dream, right? I'm trying to create visibility and opportunities for these altruists and showcase their work and their wonderful talents, because it's very the art industry is very competitive. People can get lost in it. Like amazingly talented people just don't get the breaks and the opportunities and the visibility they need to get published for a major opportunity, which really showcases their work on a broader stage, or creates more of a sentimental attachment like we get in TCGs. So anyway, he was telling me his wife Vivian was an altruist just like he was. And Eric discovered Kaio's work in the altar groups, like how I discovered a lot of the altruists that I work with through the altar groups, through Instagram. Some were like not even doing altars, and I was like, hey, you ever tried to paint on a smaller format? I mean, there's like a vibrant market for this. Maybe give it a shot, and then it might lend to offering your larger originals, and people might be into that. And that's work too. Like Atlas has done that. Vivian's done that. They're offering their works beyond sorcery, right? So she did this axe for the Grim G's arm, man. Where's the Grim? Where did I put the Grim? It's got to be around here somewhere. All right, the Grim. So she did the original not original painting, this altered painting and this altar card. Let me put that on. See that overhead light? Is that better? Ooh. All right, so you see that one? Look at that. I might have to tweak my that's not bad. So you got the axe tool, different direction, you see, than the original painting. And you got this beautiful like canvas on board. So anyway, this is up for auction this weekend. It ends Sunday night. Vivian Calazans. Really awesome how she can do it on small scale and then large scale format. All right, axe tool. That's why I don't frame. This is why I don't hang paintings, guys. See how versatile that is? Yeah, Axel did the Tower promo cards. All right, so that's the Grand. Then we got coming up later this week. You guys know Whedon? Vedin? I never ask he's Sorcery Sweden. He's a Swedish artist. I never ask these artists for the pronunciation of their names, because oftentimes when I do that, they're like, oh yeah, that's good. That's okay. They say like, that's okay. They're like very nice about it. So they don't tell me like what the proper way is. And then it's kind of funny. I like to exaggerate it very dramatically. Like Vedin, from Sweden. Like I assume it's pronounced like a V, but I'm very uncultured. But this guy's good, man. I think this was do I want to show this? Yeah, I can show this one. So he did several of these token cards. I have several of these. I got to ask him how he wanted to offer these, but long story short, he sent me a few of his altars that we're going to be offering, and this is him, Jonas. And he did these, I think, for this Swedish event that's coming up. And he wanted to promote Sorcery Sweden and Viden Art. So you go check out his website. I think he just launched this website pretty recently. This guy does like pretty amazing stuff. Like he painted this, and then he made the skeleton tokens out of it in Swedish. So they look awesome. And he did some amazing altars. We're going to offer the first one later this week. So I won't tease that one just yet. But we do have a very big announcement tonight. Before we get to the break, let me see what's going on here. Oh. Hey, Remo. All right, man. He said he was going to watch some of my live stream. He's working all night. Good to see you, man. He's like one of these guys that's not super active on social media. By the way, is Fab Rock New York out there tonight? Because he won something last week. And I don't think he ever told me his shipping address. So I got it all packed up over here. And I don't even know where to send it. So I might regift it, Fab Rock. Fab Rock is there. Viden. Fab Rock, you got to hit me up, man. Did you message me? I need your shipping address. You won something. I got a box here. I think it was the look at this. Look. It's in a flat. Look, it says Fab Rock New York right there. You see that? Fab Rock New York, buddy. It's all sealed up. I even got tape on it. It's ready to go. It's been ready for a week. So hit me up on the Discord, Collector Arthouse Discord. Oh, you know what? I should put my link tree. I should self-promote a little bit. I never do that, do I, guys? I never do that. I never think to do that. I'm a little fired up tonight. I'm a little fired up. Linktree Collector Arthouse. Yeah, look at this one, guys. Look, it's in the show notes. You could just click that. I could have actually just said that. Look, self-promotion, baby. You go to Linktree Collector Arthouse, and I'll show you what that looks like. Yeah, hit me up. Oh, you're on the Discord? Hit me up, Fabrock. You can DM me right now so you don't forget and so I don't forget. But what I'm going to do is share this screen here, right? And pump my stuff. I got to pump my stuff. So I do have a Patreon. You know, everyone's promoting their Patreons these days. Look at me. I'm on Patreon. Everyone's got one. Everyone's got one. All the YouTubers, all the tubers. So you click it. Oh, I don't want to click it because it might show like some personal information. But you click one of these, like Collector Arthouse website, Sorcery dedicated website. And so you click it and boom, comes right up. See? Self-promotion. I'm awesome. All right. So look, you got Collector Arthouse. There's literally an art house right there. You can click there and walk in the door of the art house. And bada boom, bada bing, takes you to the about page. And it tells you, gives you a nice introduction to sorcery. Of course, focus on its beautiful artwork and the Dan Seagrave painting that I recently acquired. How about that one? Pretty incredible. Hey, Chris Kraft, what's up, man? Good to see you. We got some big news coming from Chris Kraft. Massive news. The ultimate craftsman. Did you guys see his latest video too? I'm gonna have to pull it up now. Since he's on, I gotta pull it up. I gotta go on a tangent. But let me pump my stuff first here real quick. So you got Patreon, you got my website. I was talking about the artist interviews under exclusive content. You go to Sorcery interviews, and there's just like tons and tons of interviews, right? You could be on this site all day long. You could be at work, not actually working, like a lot of you guys do. I see you in the Discords midday. You're not getting work done there. It's not a place of business, not corporate business. Well, we got all these interviews. There was the Kaio interview, right? March 1st, 2022. That was 4 years ago. I interviewed Kaio, and now we're close friends. So you got that. You got the Sorcery Community Facebook group. You got my Discord. You got the Trusted Games Marketplace. Oh, I don't have the Legends CCG Facebook community group. I also created that one. Other than that, I have all the sorcery-related Facebook groups. The Sorcery Marketplace on Facebook has 5,000 members. Trusted Games Marketplace I just launched with Steve from Philosopher Cards. We got 1,000 people in there. It's like 1017 or 1020, 1018, somewhere around there. So that's growing very well. Of course, the Sorcery Community Facebook group is the largest community social media group there's 6,700 people. We're almost at that 7,000 mark. So that's going to be really exciting. But when you go to, I'm not logged in. All right. So you go to Instagram. Who's been toying with my Instagram? You guys seeing my personal stuff here? All right. Let me make you look at the clouds for a minute. Stare at the clouds, kids. All right. Here we go. All right. So we're going to go back here. We got a heart. That means something happened. Chris Kraft. Look at this. Look at this, guys. See this thing? See this board? All right, so let me tell you about this board. So there's this sorcery board. How do I DM and what are you, 100 years old, Fat Brock? You gotta get with the program here, pal. You click on my name and then you click message or something like that. I'm not sure, honestly. I think it's pretty intuitive though. So I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna make you work for it, Fat Brock. All right, so lid safe box. Right, he is 100 years old. He just hit the century mark. I knew it. I could snuff out the elderly like you wouldn't believe there, Fabrock. All right, so you got a lid safe box. You got the board, which you guys have seen Chris promote across all the social medias. If you're on Facebook at all, you're seeing this stuff. If you're on Instagram at all, you're seeing this stuff. The board, he handcrafted it. 700 hours of work, 700 hours and counting to make one of these boards. And it's a board like shown, right? A lot more elaborate. This is the encasing, the case of the board. You can actually play with the shipping container itself. And there's going to be news coming up on this with some personal acknowledgments, recognition, and a way you could be a part of this project. And you could be a part of what's coming next, which is a very big deal relating to a very big deal event with the craftsman himself. It's going to be amazing. So you watch this. He does this video clip. This is the board. This is him handcrafting every dude, guys, I can't even screw in a light bulb. I had the freaking fire alarm thing, the smoke detector, one of those things, smoke detector, or the carbon monoxide. It's beeping in the middle of the night. I was on the Chat GPT. I was like, what is this beeping? It's like a Mamaluke of the year, you know. It took me like a half a week to get it reconfigured. So I fixed that. He's crafting this like a backsplash of a kitchen. Like everything is like a tile piece, perfectly cut to form. I guess you must have the tools and stuff. Yeah, the alternator. That's right. That's right, Dan. All right, so look, he's building this thing out. Look at this. He's a painter. He's a sculptor. It's everything, this guy. He's jacked. He's got tattoos. He's the total package, this guy. Look, all right, so he's got his logo here, and he's got the Collector Arthouse logo here. You recognize the Ouroboros? It's my playmat. It's basically this logo, the Ouroboros and the house, the Arthouse, and then the Collector Arthouse. So that's going to be on the outside on the shipping container, but wait for it. Look, he's hand painting it. He's creating this textured look by painting it. Look at this. Just wait for it. Just wait. Was this the video? I think it is the one. Look at this. It's got this rustic, like almost granite style look. I'm gonna have him come to my house and paint the entire house, I think. Ah, it is. It's not the one. It's actually not the one I was looking for. Where was the one where you? Oh, here's the one. Watch this. Or is it this one? All right, let's look at this one real quick. All right, look. He lifts the board. There you go. SorceryCon. What is that about, guys? SorceryCon 2027 on the board. What could that be about? I don't know. I don't know. What's under the board? What is this? Look at this. Look. Mike Servati. Alexander West. We know that guy. Two partners in SorceryCon. You know? I don't know. The 4 elements contributed to the first 3D board. Being at, what does that say? Being at? I don't know. I don't know, guys. There's big news coming, real big, but it's premature to talk about it. I just went on a wild tangent because Chris was here. All right. What were we going to even do? I don't even know. Okay, let's go back to the overhead cam. We're going to remove that. We're going to try to figure out how the internet works. All right, here we go. Watch this. Watch this, guys. You ready for this one? Well, first, let me show you this box here. I'll show you this box. So we have the axe from Vivian, and we have this beautiful creation. So the family tree has more branches. You got Kaio, you got Vivian, and you have Vivian's sister, who does these amazing handcrafted custom things, right? They do these, I think she what's the word? Someone helped me out last time. The sewing or the knitting? She makes these like mushroom things too. The knitting, sewing, seamstressing, seaming. I don't know. It's one of those things. You got this like bundle of mushrooms, right? But you got this box. Oh, I think the guy figured out how to DM me. You got the box, and it's got all this ornate decorations, of course, painted, this other stuff glued to it, the textured. It's an amazing deck box, right? Or a keepsake type of box. You can do whatever. You can also, gotta get this flap without jacking anything up. So the problem is, guys, you know I have pristinely manicured fingernails. I don't mess around with fingernails. So I can't like get this latch. Well, hang on, I gotta get leverage on it because I don't have the nails for it. I don't think I get it open because I don't have the nails for it. I need a tool. I need an axe tool. Oh, there we go. The G's arm. All right, guys. So you could also, it's a box, right? The other one had, it was configured a little differently. Actually, you can, let me see. You can put cards, you more so have to stack the cards or use it for dice or something. But we have some, I don't want to leak it. We have some artist proofs, or altars, not artist proofs. She's not in the game yet. She should be, but she's not in it yet. We have some altars she's done. Dustin, man, just in time, buddy. Good to see you. Dustin Brossard. God tier altarist. By the way, Dustin, did you ship me that altar? We got to get serious about that. I was gonna message you the other day, but I forget. If I don't remember to do it immediately, it just never happens. It's never gonna come back up in there, unless you show up in the live chat. But he's got his sick. Oh, you did ship it. Damn, that's exciting. Maybe we'll see that towards the end of the week. Then that's gonna be incredible. I'm very excited about that. So I was talking about you were commissioned for Legend CCG, right? And there's a certain artist we were talking about that was an altarist, and like yourself, you know, it was someone I started working with. I was trying to showcase their work, create opportunities for this person. In so doing, caught the attention of Eric, really liked his stuff, and he was commissioned for Sorcery TCG. So we're trying to make that happen for Dustin and Vivian and many of the other great altarists. Atlas was the first. Hopefully Dustin will get his opportunity. But, Andrina Jardim, of course, is also at SorceryCon. And so, I got some dirt on here. There's a problem. I had the box. Too decorative. So I had Andrina and Dustin were both at SorceryCon. By the way, you coming to SorceryCon next year, Dustin? I think he already said he is. Yes, there's the first announcement. So they all want to come back. And they were commissioned for Legend CCG, which is another beautiful game. It's looking to be a beautiful game, right? I'm going to show you guys something again. We're going to go to the Facebooks. And let's go first to the Sorcery community group. And all right, so we got a live auction going on. This is at auctions, right? If you go into the community group, you can click on the featured banner. It might come up by default, but if not, sometimes it's a tab that's got to drop down. And on the featured banner, you'll find the live auctions that are in play. So right now we have the Magician. I'm actually going to show you guys that. I got to go grab it on the shelf. Remind me if I forget. The Axe. And this one, I think, did I forget to update the bid amount? We were actually at 4,800 is where this one ended for the Divine Intervention, which I showed you guys on the screen overlay. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys that you can find that on the featured banner at the community group and other things. We did a lot of charitable events for my buddy who passed away on April 1st, Will Rankin, and Lucy Hansen, who's battling childhood cancer. We raised $28,000 for her, which is really beautiful thing. Several thousand for Will. So those are really great things. We try to be charitable as well. And, there's a lot of people just mixing it up, all kinds of things. I didn't see this one yet. Recent exhibition. Is that Post Malone? I don't know. $30 million Magic exhibition. It's all types of people talking about gameplay, their collections, art. This is Chris's reveal, the thing we just saw, cross-posted on Instagram. There's Lucy Hansen playing some sorcery. Pete had an event recently. All right, so I was going to go on here, and how do I do this? I'm usually on mobile. So here we go, Legend CCG community. So I'm creating a community group here for Legend CCG as well. You can see we got a lot of sorcery artists up in here. A lot of sorcery fans are finding interest and appeal in Legend CCG because they have commissioned several of our favorite artists. And I announced in here new artists. Here's a spoiler that I announced. So we're going to have a big reveal tonight. I talked to the creator of the game, and he afforded me that opportunity to do a great reveal. This card is called Spellcraft. So I was comparing how there's like Spellcraft was one of the early development. Josh Kuberka is the creator of this game. So he's up there in the Facebook group. Look at this guy, Dirk Robertson. This guy's insane. I think this is probably not a high-res image. It looks a little bit grainy. And, man, dude, this has to look insane in person. Look at all these, these freaking caskets in here. This is unreal, this piece. What is this called? Haunted Catacombs. My God. Oh, look at that. The Trusted Games Marketplace. And we only had 903 members at that time. But Dustin designed that logo for us. So that was pretty sick. Hey, speak of the devil here. So Dustin's original painting for Legend CCG had it on display at the SorceryCon event. You guys got to see this one in person. So come across a little dark on my screen. Hope you guys... Oh, this one. He sold this one at SorceryCon for too low. Someone got a steal of a deal on this freaking piece. Dustin Brossard, he does these gems amazingly well. He's done all these like Mox altars, of course, the gems, the cores in Sorcery. He's done those. Incredible work. Oh, Timbo's and we got to get Timbo in the group. Son of Kimbo is now in the group. So Legend CCGs, I think it's going to be a big deal, guys. There's a lot of dedication to hand-painted original art is my point. And we've got a big reveal coming up right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to pull up Discord. And I don't want to show that on the screen because, you know, some wild shit happens in Discord. Let me tell you guys, it gets weird in there. You got a bunch of weirdos in there. But I got to give you some context. Billy, Fab Rock, New York, Billy. All right, Billy. Gotcha, bro. Rochester. All right, man. Figured out how to use the internet. Oh, I made a folder. Oh my God. How do I unfolder that? I'm not gonna be able to sleep until I fix that. I don't know how to resolve, guys. That's gonna be hard. That's gonna be tough. No. A little too much dragon. All right, hang on. All right, here we go. So for context, the name of this painting that I'm about to reveal, it's going to be a new artist reveal. It's an artist that's in. It's an altarist that I've worked with before they were published for any game. It's an altarist that became a sorcery artist. It's a sorcery artist that became a legend CCG artist. There's a trend here, right? A lot of these altars become legend CCG artists. Hopefully, a lot of these altars become sorcery TCG artists. And Eric agrees they're fitting for a set, you know, that once the right set matches the talent and the style. All right, so this card that I'm going to show you is called the White Sun's Herald. Maybe it's the White Sun's Herald. Again, I don't ask questions. I just read things. I read names and I read card titles. Just like Sorcery. No one can pronounce the titles. I'm going to go with Herald. The White Sun's Herald. Herald? Herald. All right, so it's an elf rider, and it's a legend card in Legend CCG. So what that means, let me back up a little bit. All right, so the context on this card in Legend CCG. Let me move my keyboard. Let me get some ambiance in here. All right, we got Leo, and we got Z's. Artist Proof by Pedro Ferreira. Let's get the Jizarm in there too, for good measure. All right, so this painting in Legend CCG, there's going to be, these are the rarities: common, uncommon, and rare, like other games. However, some rares will have a legend tag. All right, there is a Discord for Legend CCG, Timbo. I'll send it to you later. DM me so I remember. It's small right now. There's also a legend section in the Collector Arthouse Discord. So I also do updates and give you guys information there. So the legend tag means it's a very powerful, rare, the highest rarity and very powerful. And those cards with the legend moniker will never be reprinted in subsequent sets. So the paintings by this artist, he's done a couple. I'm going to reveal one of those tonight. He's a God tier artist, man. He's freaking amazing. His paintings will be rare, the rarity, and legend rarity. So they will not be reprinted. All right. So the White Sun's Herald, maybe I should show it. Should I show it first? And then I can read, then you could actually look at the painting and we'll talk about it. Leo's always on top. Demands it. It sounded wrong. I know what it sounded like. All right, so let me close my link tree. You guys can like and subscribe to the channel, join the Patreon, support the scene. We got X Tool, we got deck boxes. Speaking of that, I got another reveal after the painting reveal, and then we're gonna open alpha eventually. All right, so this painting is by The Great Atlas Thorn, done in 2026. You guys ready for this? I feel like I should move other stuff out of the way because you're going to want to screenshot this. This is going to be the first time ever reveal of the legend of Atlas Thorn, who was one of the first alterists that I work with in the early days. Remember the night that was purchased by the man who shall not be named? I blew up his spot one time. He was a private bidder, and I accidentally said his name one time. But it was an amazing altar, right? It sold for over $1,000. It was like, what was it, 1,100, 1,200, 1,300, something like that. The guy's unbelievable. He's one of a kind in his conceptually, his concepts, and his skill level and craftsmanship is just unreal. So what you're about to see here is the White Sun's Herald, a rare card and a legend level rarity in Legend CCG by Atlas Thorn. The incredible White Sun's Herald. Sun, S-U-N. The White Sun's Herald by Atlas Thorn for Legend CCG. Look how incredible this piece is. Absolutely amazing. You can't even look at this under close up, better lighting. Let me zoom in so you can really appreciate all of the immaculate detail and the color composition of this. It's so freaking like vibrant and just unbelievably amazing. I can't even explain it. I was blown away. He sent me a picture and I was like, oh, what I said to him was, I was like, my life would be so much easier if I looked like that guy. How much easier would my life be if I looked like this guy? You know? That's literally what I said to him. And the second thing I said to him was like, I want that. I want that painting. I didn't know it was going to be the rarest and legend rarity. So we laughed about that. He's got the blue eyes, the blonde hair, the long flowing blonde hair. And it's just a gorgeous piece. And then it's got this like, look at this swirl effect. Like it's a sense of motion, I guess. So there's a descriptor here that I'm going to read from Josh on the art direction on this piece. See, signed by Atlas Thorn. And it's just an absolutely stunning, gorgeous piece. Looks like Timbo's dad, Kimbo. I knew it was Atlas just by the teaser pic. Oh, that's a good eye there. So the teaser was like a zoom in, and it was a bad picture, honestly. It was like a screenshot I took on my phone, I think, and I zoomed in on the sword. Yes, so he is an elven character. I'm gonna get to that, Fab Rock. That's an astute observation. Someone's buying out. We just caused a buyout of the Dragon Lord foils, guys, based on Ghost being on the Collector Arthouse YouTube show. All right, so let me zoom out and read to you guys some context for. Okay, did I just lose the camera? Hey, the browser lost connection to the camera. Hang on, guys. Everything's opening and closing. Hang on. Not good. Not good. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? I'm in the dark here. I am in the dark here. What's up with this camera? Hang on, guys. Technology. Some minor technology problems. Oh, you could hear? All right. I'm trying to fix it, guys. Hang in there. Too many cords. All right. It's beeping a lot. All right. Son of. I see the microphone working. Maybe I can do something about this camera. Let me all right, so I gotta go camera. Hey-o! All right, so you can see the screen share. You can see the screen share now, right? Atlas tore the house down. And I assume you can hear me. So what we need to do is add... Can I do face cam anymore? That would be interesting if we couldn't do face cam. Could be better. Could be better for everybody. Could be better, but you got to deal with me. 30 people dealt with that madness. Absolute disaster. What is this? I buy this thing too. It's got like this magnet thing with this glue or something. No face. No face, says Mitch. Mitchumed. Who's got Mitchumed? Did we just get Mitchumed? Absolutely Mitchumed. All right, guys. We're back in action. Full production. Full professional production here. I was in control the whole time. Iron Lord. Thank you. Thank you. All right, what we're looking at here, boys and girls, is a nice little artwork by Atlas Thorn for Legend CCG. And it's called, maybe because I was moving around the microphone, everything died. From Legend CCG, The White Sun's Herald. Listen to this descriptor. It's a powerful elf warrior who can use light magic. Magic with a K. I imagine him showing up to the battle just when all hope seems lost to save the day. The idea came from how I would picture Glorfindel as a card in this game. Glorfindel was extremely powerful in Middle-earth CCG, and I was trying to translate certain aspects of that card. I showed that one to Atlas, and he actually riffed off of it to come up with the Herald. Very similar pose. Now, he said it was similar. However, I looked at it, and I thought it was not that similar. It was a warrior on horseback, but she was kind of like going in this direction with like a lance or something, right? This one, the guy is holding it like a heralded sword, right? The White Sun's Herald. So the sword is actually gleaming. You see, it's kind of washed out. Maybe I got a little too much light up top. I don't know. You can see better now, right? There's like these like beams and rays of light coming from the focal point of the shaft of the sword. I don't get too excited with the terminology there, Dan. Try to control yourself. The cloud, you see these beautiful, it actually looks pretty nice there with the clouds. So the White Sun's Herald. All right, so there's various factions like elves and dwarves and goblins that will be a big deal in this game, Legend CCG. And Atlas's elf will be the most powerful elf. So this guy, the White Sun's Herald, will be the most powerful elf in Legend CCG. It'll be the highest level rarity, a rare. There'll be common, uncommon, and rare. And it'll be legend tier of the rarities, which means it'll never be reprinted. And it'll be the highest order of rarity. If you pronounce Herald that way one more time, I swear, it's Herald. 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 Herald? That's how I roll, Dustin. So there it is. That's what it's going to be forever now. I just coined it. All right, guys. So beautiful piece. And this is going to be auctioned Sunday to Friday this week. So you will have an opportunity to bid on this. It will have a reserve because it'll be a published piece in this game. And it's going to be a rarity of the highest order and an artist of the highest order. So far in Legend CCG, I've had the honor to reveal that Alice Thorne is in the game. Dustin Broussard is in Legend CCG. Vivian Calazans is in Legend CCG. And Andrina Jardim is in Legend CCG. Some of the top alterists in sorcery, the most famous and popular. And we might see some of these people at SorceryCon. I don't know if we'll see Atlas. He's got to come all the way from... He's in Australia, so it's like quite a trip. It's very, very difficult trip for him. But it looks like we're going to have Dustin. I think Andrina is very interested in coming back. And I believe Vivian might be very interested in coming with Kaio, which would be freaking amazing. Because I don't think they've ever been to an event outside of their native country. So that'll be really amazing. It's just a godly piece. When I saw it, I was like, damn it, I don't want to sell that. That's what I told him. I was like, I don't want to sell it. So we'll see. All right, guys. So now, last thing before we open alpha, we need to talk about the elemental avatars. So it's interesting. When you put them in this configuration, you got the matriarch. And when they did the Kickstarter in the Kickstarter campaign for sorcery, I'll go with some lights again. Hang on. All right, so it'll be a little bit of glare, so we got to pull that down, move the deck box over. So we had the way this played out. I gotta pump my logo, guys. I got my logo showing. The way this, I have a lot of these playmats still for sale, by the way, with a few with the logo and many without, just the normal artwork and the 2-player, which you see underneath. In the Kickstarter campaign, the first to claim, when is Legend CCG coming out? That's going to be, he's targeting first quarter of 2028. Might make it happen as soon as like latter part of second half of 2027, but he's got a lot of work to do. He's done a ton of painting commissionings, but there's a lot of work to do with the game design and the card aesthetic and the printing process and whatnot. What we're going to reveal now, I teased this collaboration I was going to do, right, with a store, a very prominent store in the Northeast. So, friend of mine, I met this guy because I go to get all these beautiful paintings framed by this framer down in Springfield, Virginia. And I went into this store there, right? Across the street from this store, coincidentally, is this amazing framer. This guy's named Marco. Athena Frames. His name's Marco. So I knew of this store for several years. And this guy, Tom, I met the store owner, right? And I was like, hey, he told me he was getting into sorcery. He didn't really know about it. This was like a couple years ago. And I was like, hey, man, like I'm really into sorcery. I like it a lot. I work with a lot of artists. I do a lot of stuff. I own like several paintings. I'm going to come down to your store and I'm going to show he said he's going to do a learn to play, right? And I was like, oh, good. New people? Perfect. I brought all the alpha foil uncut sheets. I brought in the, actually, I had the Avatar of Earth, I think, at that point before I made the deal for the Avatar of Air. It might have been, maybe it was the Avatar of Air. And then I had just picked it up, I think. I had the Ring of Morrigan, and I brought him the Keythera Mechanism original paintings from Alpha. And I showed his people there. And I might have had the Gilded Aegis, too. It's on the floor over there, I think. The Gilded Aegis by Dan Seagrave. And yeah, I think it is going to be a Kickstarter Fab Rock Legend. So in the Kickstarter, if you were the first to pledge, you were the first to pick. The first one chosen was the Avatar of Earth. Second, Avatar of Water. Next person picked Air, which is the one I really wanted, but I had to pick fourth. So I got Fire, and it looked freaking amazing too. I got an incredible frame on it. This black, ornate, elegant frame. It just looked freaking incredible. And but the guy who pledged at the Avatar of Air level decided he wanted to sell his painting. I actually have some of his sample cards too. I'm still selling with the white backs. complete set of, we all got a complete set of artist proofs is what I meant to say. Artist proofs. But I did sample pack breaks with his packs. I sold some packs, did a lot of sample pack breaks. Anyway, I digress. You had these 4 avatars, right? I ended up with the avatar of air. I had to sacrifice the avatar of fire to get air because I always wanted air. And Severin Pinot, who did the Philosopher's Stone, is one of the first artists I started working with. And everyone loves the elemental avatars, right? They're freaking phenomenal, amazing, gorgeous artworks. You rarely see something like this in TCGs. So they're super iconic. They were exclusive to alpha. So when I did beta, these artworks were not in there. So I ended up acquiring the original sketches of all 4 of these from a guy who got them from Seven very on. I got the avatar of Ear. I have the Ring of Morrigan, the Keith Air mechanism, and another painting, which I haven't disclosed except to a few people. You'll see it someday, guys. So I'm working with this guy who has a local store. He has 6 or 7 locations, about 6 here in the Northeast, all the way from like Virginia area up through all these Virginia, Maryland stores, and then one up in Baltimore, and then he has a store in Seattle. It's called Curio Cavern, right? So I'm collaborating with him on a few things. I'm getting more into like merchandising. I'm trying to help the artist monetize their work because it's very difficult with one annual set releases. You sell the painting and that's it. You can only monetize that one time through the sale of the painting. You get the commission fee to do the painting work, then you sell the painting, and then you got to create merchandise and other products to make money in between, right? And you might not even be in every set. We've had artists that were in Alpha that were not in Arthurian Legends, and then they were in Gothic, or they were in Alpha, they were not in Arthurian Legends, or they were in Arthurian Legends, but they weren't in Gothic. So sometimes they'll skip a set, and then you're going 2 years. And sometimes their artwork isn't even used in a set, so it could be held hostage for years, and they can't reveal it due to NDA, so they can't monetize it, right? So they got to sell things, play mats. I try to help them with all these things. So I'm trying to make connections with stores, partnership deals. I support tournaments with prize support and stuff like that. And I did this collaboration with Severin Pinot with the 4 elemental avatars. So now we have a new thing we're going to be rolling out. I'm going to do pre-orders. I'm going to announce this through the Collector Art House Patreon. So here's the deal. You're going to order this product that I'm going to show you guys through this store that I'm partnering with, Curio Cavern. Once it goes live, it's not available yet. I'm going to announce the sale. You're going to order at the Curio Cavern website, and it's a partnership deal between me, him, and Severin. And he is going to do all the fulfillment logistics. So it'll be through this store. He's got 6 or 7 stores. He's a very successful entrepreneur. Great guy. I had him on the show a few lives ago on the intro, like I did today with Ghost Cards. And what we need in Sorcery is a beautiful way to hold our cards and to bring our cards to events, right? Whether we're playing or we're collecting or we're bringing stuff for trade or whatever the case may be. So now we have the Elemental Avatars deck box with art by Severin Pinot. So we have the 4 Elemental Avatars as laid out, like the alpha precons behind it, right? So small and discreetly, we have the Collector Art House logo and Severin's logo. On the back, so you look at this, it's a nice suede leather finish, you see? So it's got a nice like textured leather, or faux leather probably, and stitched. And on the back, it's going to be embossed here. It's going to say Curio Cavern on the lower back, right? So this is an amazing deck box, right? It's kind of like you've seen the academic, like the professor did, and some of these other CDs with like certain companies, but they oftentimes have AI art or just like generic colors, nothing like really interesting or sexy about it. Here you have the 4 elemental avatars with the iconic alpha art by Severin Pinot. So it's got this like really nice magnetic opening here. So it just folds open. Red interior, nice bold red interior. Let me zoom back out a little bit so you guys can see this. So underneath the flap, you're going to have the gold, and this is a really nice like etched print. It's like a textured etched print, so it feels premium and very nice. It's got like this soft suede kind of material. So you got the Collector Art House logo, or a variant of it, designed by Severin Pinot herself. The beautiful Severin Pinot logo with her initials. And then you have these deck compartments, right? So the way this works is, of course, you have like your side accessory box. You put your tokens in here or dice or both, right? And this folds up similarly. No branding on this. Just a little deck compartment that just snaps right in there. I probably put it in there backwards. I did. Because you could feel the magnetic aspect just kind of snap in, and it's very securely in place. It's a good firm. You see, like I pull pretty hard and it snaps in there. And then you have these deck box compartments. I actually haven't toyed with this too much yet. So this I don't know if that's supposed to snap off. I don't want to mess with that too much right now. So this is fastened in to the bottom part. You see it fully open, so you can lay it flat. This is a 2-deck compartment. So if some people ask me, like, can I double sleeve? How many cards does it hold double sleeved? I think it holds, technically, you can get like 60 or 61 on this side, and then similarly on this side. So it's enough to hold a full sorcery deck with your side collection. So it'll hold your full deck, and then, like I say, the tokens or dice. And it's with this bold red interior. The black on red just looks freaking awesome. And I thought it contrasts nicely because you see a little bit of red outline with the black. So it's got this like really nice premium feel to it. Feels very solid. The magnets are great and strong. You know, I was really pulling at it before. Then it just snaps into place. And there you have it. The 4 elemental avatars. Gorgeous design. I think the pricing on this is probably going to be $59.99 is what we're thinking. And what I always do is I offer a discount to Collector Arthouse Patreon supporters. So you guys will get a discount. I usually do like a $5 discount or something, which is the base tier pledge support level. So I offer things like all the playmats have a $5 per playmat discount. So if you order 10 playmats, you save $50, right? And that could cover your Patreon support costs for an entire year, just about. Or if you're buying like the different things, you know? So the Collector Arthouse business and brand is expanding and growing into all kinds of things. First were the playmats. Now we're going to have deck boxes. I'm working on some innovative new designs and variants of similar such things. It's really exciting. I have a sample of something else, but I don't want to reveal it. Should I reveal it? I could reveal it. I don't know if I want to reveal it just yet because let me think about it. Let me talk to the store first, make sure we got the deals worked out because we're going to offer a pre-order sale of this soon. And then we will we'll order beyond demand. You know, we'll give you the best deal on the pre-order. And you guys can be the first to get it if you buy into the pre-order. And that'll help us gauge like the cost and cover the upfront cost of manufacturing and delivery and everything. And we'll get a bunch of these produced. So basically a print. Sorry, a little flustered. Little print to demand based on the pre-order. We'll let that go for a couple weeks or so, maybe. Give you enough time to think about it and think about how many you want to get. And if you want to get it, there's also a blue interior variant. So I'm trying to see if we want to do a blue interior offer or the red. They both look like pretty interesting, but I thought the red really contrasted and popped nicely based on the red artwork and also the beautiful variants of colors in the avatar designs. So anyway, it's an amazing box. We really needed this in sorcery. Nothing like this exists yet to my knowledge. And I'm going to be working with like several artists on things like this. The first will be a sale of the deck box just from Severin and just this styling. But there'll be other playmats coming. So you guys want to check out the Collector Arthouse Patreon. There's a lot of opportunities in there. And I'll probably work with altar artists as well. That's something I love to hear from you guys in the chat, the live chat right now, and also in the show notes comments. Would you like to have art from just sorcery artists and just sorcery artworks? Like this is a custom design of the 4 elemental avatars. Obviously, each one is an independent painting, as shown. But would you like to see sorcery artwork on here? Or would you also like to see altar artwork? Or even some of the artist proof concepts, right? Like, hang on a second here. Let me show you guys something. For example, I could work with Jussie Pilkus, right? And we could have one with the magician on there. Or you could have the original artwork of the magician or any of his artworks because he owns the IP to it. So would you guys, enjoy like designs, and there's different styles of deck boxes too. Like this is one for a single deck and accessories, dice and tokens. But there's other, you know, of course, you've seen many different. I could get these deck boxes made in any kind of style and variant. This will be the first that we offer. We thought this would be the most practical. It slips into a backpack very easily. Everyone needs at least one deck to go play and go to your buddy's house or go to a tournament. I'm sure we'll see a lot of these show up at SorceryCon next year. We'll definitely have these to you guys well before then. So I don't know. Would you like to see like real sorcery art or also altar artists or what? This is the Jesse Pilkus one that's up for auction this weekend, by the way, the Magician. Look how freaking incredible this is. This is so amazing. I love this idea. So you have the 4 elements, and then so the Magician is like a not a meme, but like a tongue-in-cheek play on Magic the Gathering, right? Because it's called the Magician, and it says your avatar leaves little room for rivals, right? So little room for little pesky little sorcery to come in here with its original art, and you have no atlas. So all of a sudden you have only a spell deck, kind of like Magic, right? But your spell book may contain sites, kind of like mana in Magic, that gives you resource. And you start with 7 cards, kind of like Magic. And you tap it to play a site. All right. And so you have the 4 elements from sorcery, and then you have the 5 mana sources exuding mana in the other hand. So on the one hand, it's sorcery. On the other hand, it's kind of Magic, right? It's freaking brilliant. Artistic storytelling at its finest. Jesse Pilkus, man. Freaking legend. He always does these like very vibrant cards too. It just like stands out so different, and really a lot of fun. So really sick, guys. You'll see me advertise this on the Collector Arthouse Patreon. I'm sure I'll do an announcement on the Collector Arthouse Discord, so make sure you guys are signing up for both of those. And this is a beautiful, amazing product. I'm super happy with the way it came out. It looks freaking awesome, as you can see. The design is incredible, and I think this is going to be a big hit. So hopefully you guys enjoy that one. The other thing I'm going to hold off on for this time. We got to come back to the next show, and or I'll do like a special recorded video maybe of the next one. But what we need to do, guys, is get into Alpha. I made you wait 1 hour and 42 minutes, so it's probably about time we do Alpha. All right, do 1 for each threshold, says Fabrock. Let me see. He's a Daniel's a fan of the red. Dan likes it. He needs it. 4-player mat is crazy. Sorcery has to incorporate future sets to accommodate. Yeah, 4-player dedicated cards. Nick says, damn, that's clean. Looks great, Daniel. Thank you. How many foil Dan Seagrave avatars do you think they made for each avatar? My guess is 500. Don't hurt me. Do it. Reveal. At least the tease. I'm a fan of the red. All of it. So you guys like sorcery art and altarist art. Jesse's art, but the line work is embossed into the leather would be crazy. Yeah, that would be sick. All right, so it sounds like you guys are excited about it. That's cool. Happy to hear it. All right, so we got a box of Alpha. We got a roll of contestants. We have a keyboard. We have an axe tool. We have spacers. Do I have any that don't have a label on them? 1, 2, 3. Oh, Sky High's in on this one. Roberto's did not make it in time. Sorry, buddy. So we got to reuse yours. Sky High. We got a few blanks. How many people we got tonight? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, here we go. 6, 7. 6, 7. White Wing. Would love to see some kind of life/mana counter and or threshold dice. Oh, you want dice? I think I had some dice somewhere. Where did I put those dice? The dice? I got some dice for you. You guys ever hear of look at this. Disabled, burned, flooded, foot soldier, frog. What is the Taoist traveler? Send me a DM on Discord and I'll ship these to you. If you're like from a Taoist nation, though, I'd rather not ship just like a set of dice internationally. If you live in the United States, I will ship these to you. Do you live in the US? That's what I'm trying to ask you politely. Very politely. Wouldn't make sense to ship dice for like 30 to 50 bucks or something. But if you're in the US, no big deal. I'll give you these dice. There's a set of dice for you. Foil Philosopher's Stone coming. Yeah, let's hope so, man. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, South Carolina Taoist? All right, man. You're in, then. Send me a DM at Collector Arthouse Discord. You could find me in there, or Mike Servati on Facebook. You could send me a DM there. Let me know you're the Taoist traveler. And I'll ship those right down to South Carolina. Southern KC barbecue. Isn't Kansas City in South Carolina? It's pretty much the same thing, isn't it? It's got to be around there somewhere. Right, Dan? Get the Patrick price down there? I got 2 sky highs. I already know I botched it. Get the Patrick price down there. South Carolina. Kansas City, Carolina. Right, Dan? KC barbecue. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know where it is on a map, but I'll eat that. I'll eat that all day. All day, all night. All right, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see Dustin's tokens? The other guy, who's the other guy? I couldn't find his address. He won these tokens last week. So Andrina designed the elements and Dustin designed the logo for TGM. Can't see it too good there. It's showing up dark too because it's behind like double plastic, but it's not dark like that. Who's the other? Where's my cat book? Let me check the cat book, guys. See the cat book? Severn cat book. I could do a cat. I could do a cat box. You guys want a cat box? Put your kitty litter in there. You put your kitty litter in there. Do whatever you got to do with that cat box. It's none of my business. Once I sell it to you, it's none of my business what you do with it. All right, let me see. Justin Scott. That's right. Pro golfer Justin Scott won those tokens last week. And I never heard from the guy again. Justin Scott, are you out there? Are you out there, Dustin? Or Justin Scott, actually. Justin Scott with a J. From the World Pro Golf Hall of Fame. Justin Scott won something last. Oh, he won those tokens. He won those coins. The elements. All right, guys. So you guys like the legend reveal? I liked it. It crashed my whole computer. It was almost a disaster. I mean, it was a bit of a disaster, to be honest. It was utterly devastating in a few ways. Somebody please make some Death's Door tokens. I could do that too. I could do anything your heart desires. I can make all your dreams come true. Are you in my Patreon, Fabrock? If you're in the Patreon, you get a voice. I'm going to do a poll in the Patreon. I'm going to say any product you guys can dream up any art from any sorcery artist or altar artist that I work with. And there's a long list. If you go to the Collector Arthouse website, you can see there on the About page. Is it on the About page? It's on one of those pages. You should join it, Fabrock. On one of those pages, there is a thing. Like a bio write-up or something where I talk about the many artists that I've collaborated with. So we got access to a lot of great art, and we just got to apply it in the right ways to the right stuff that we need. That'll warm the heart. All right, so we got One Breath, One Word Chris join the Collector Art House Discord at 11:20 p.m. Thanks, One Breath, One Word. All right, so what I need to do is populate the old wheel of names. It's finally time to break some alpha. Over 30 people for almost 2 hours have been tolerating the shenanigans going on here. It's the only alpha break in the community scene that makes you wait at least 1 to 2 hours before we even crack the seal. But it's a unique channel. We're almost always live. We create unique content. We copy, imitate, clone nobody. Oh, shit. What other channels are you watching where the mic and camera go out? Chris AG. Chris AG. All right, we have 7 people. And getting Instagram messages. All right, guys, I think we're ready. We got 7 people on the wheel. We have a glorious playmat. Philosopher's Stone. We got The Magician by Jesse Pilkis. We got Leo. Let's put him at the VIP table. We have Z's. And we have the Grim Jizarm. And a random sleeve somehow. We got those. Got that nice sketch that Jonas did for me. We're going to need top loaders. We got those. We're going to need sleeves. We got some sleeves. All right, we got all the equipment in gear. And we got these. Got these. We got these. We got a wheel. And we're ready to go. Alpha time, baby. Did we ever find out who is buying out alpha box toppers? Someone's buying those out? Oh, Ricardo is never first off the wheel. Literally never. I don't think that's ever happened. And he's in every break every week. I get this error message all the time. All right, 5 packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've seen the Eric IP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Elric? Yeah. I mean, I literally saw one tonight from Rodney Matthews, the legend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Ricardo. 5 packs for Ricardo to get us started, guys. You ready to see some alpha tonight? Who's ready to see some alpha? Anybody? Got Z's, got Leo, got the Magician. It's getting tight around here, guys. All right. Foil T-Pool, no lines. Oh my God. We got our first foil, boys and girls. All right, the gnomes. I auctioned that original painting from Vasily about a month or 2 ago. Beautiful piece. Awakened Mummies. Is it Land Surveyor? We got the Surveyor and the Surveyor. So I sold one of these first print original test print cards recently of the beautiful Land Surveyor. Funny thing is, so you see, you know it's Aussie, right? He's got the little circle with his name, his logo. I'm actually working on selling a painting for Aussie, brokering a deal on that. So the original card had an error. It had a misattribution to Jeff Menges, and Jeff contacted me. He's like, "Wait, Mike, I saw it on your website. It's not my card. It's not my painting." I was like, "Oh shit, really? Let me tell Eric." And it got corrected before I went to final print. But when I saw it, it looked like it was like an artwork that Menges could almost do. But then I was like, "Oh yeah, it's absolutely Aussie. That's his style. He's got that old classic style." I love these farmers just chilling. What is going on here? This guy's got this posture. What are you doing? Look at his royalty over here. We're working our ass off in the field. This guy's on a horse looking at map. This guy's on his tippy toes to see. It's actually a very underrated painting. Land Surveyor. May the sorcery god shine down on thy soul. It's biblical. It's going to feel good and hurt at the same time. 49 Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang. Interesting. Did you just subscribe to the channel, 49? I don't recognize that name. Got a backstab. The only way you can complete the Alpha Foil collection is to go to the Trusted Games Marketplace and find the single and only backstab and foil listing on the internet. Just a public service announcement. If you guys actually want to complete the Alpha set, if you're new to the game, are you new to the game, Wu-Tang? Did you know that were you broken up about Shkreli when they took his? Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, it was tough when they took the collection from our boy Martin, right? Pharma bro. He was an ascending Chad. He was a very high level of ascension, and then they cut his legs out from under him and took all his Wu-Tang albums. He had a great collection. Oh, could be a curio. He did some jail time. He comes out and he's like, he's not the same old Pharma bro. He's like, it's not funny anymore. He was a funny troll. I got to give him that. It's rare to find a funny troll. Warp Spasm. What a card. Cave Trolls and a foil teleport by our guy, Vincent Pompetti. I was talking to Vincent tonight. Saying, "Hey, Vincent, Philly, brother. Come to Philly." It was funny. He said, yeah, I might come, Mike, and then I'll go visit my family in Canada. And I was like, are you going to freeze your ass off in Canada? I said that I told you know what I told him? Oh, you've been watching a while, but you didn't subscribe? You got to subscribe to the channels, brother. You got to subscribe to the channels. Show that support. So I was like, when you go and freeze your ass off in Canada, the Philly is going to feel like the Mediterranean Sea in August. In the month of February when you're here, by the time you get up to Canada. He laughed. And he was like, yeah, I'll probably do it. So he's probably going to come back. Are you up there, Zerali? Oh, you're in Canada? Okay, yeah, there's a lot of Canadians that love sorcery. I think it's because you guys got the alpha first. You know my guy Marco up there? You know my boy Marco that never shows up to any of my live streams? He's got those giant Austrian oak arms on him, but he can't be bothered to show up to a live stream. Another backstab. Anyway, Marco was the first to pull the 9-piece. I did a video short of the 9-piece pull, and it went viral. It's got over 10,000 views. It's a YouTube short. The channel, we're trying to get to 2,500, guys. I need your help on this. All right, Ricardo. He got 2 ordinary foils from Alpha. He said he wanted me to pull the, he's looking for the Death Speaker, or the Death Dealer, excuse me. The Death Dealer Curio card. And that's the last card he needs from Alpha. So he is actually very close to becoming a Giga Chad, which is rare. It's rare you find someone that's not a Servati that's a Giga Chad. Like my son Jack. He's ascended to the highest level of Chad. It's very, Very difficult feat. All right, guys. We need to go back to the wheel. TGM. He knows about it. Shuffle, shuffle, spin. Sky high. Oh, Chris and G. One breath. Get notifications on the phone. All right, Sky High is back for 5. See how you do this week. Last week's box was just kind of meh. Just nothing you'd take home to mama. Happy Mother's Day to the mothers out there, by the way. I'm virtues. Apparently, if you mention women on YouTube, that's virtue signaling, according to some of the comments on my YouTube videos. So I'm going to virtue signal to all the mothers out there that I wish you a happy Mother's Day. These morons, they don't even know the meaning of the words they say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had to go check on my pets because they were getting into it. And I missed my chance to put my name in the giveaway. Oh, no, we didn't. I just gave away some dice to a guy because he said he wanted dice. But if people are into MetaZoo, Adam Umack, 11:30 on a Saturday night, and I'm sorting sorcery cards. Adam, are you the guy that lives in Australia? Oh, we got something here, guys. We got more foils. I get these Adams mixed up. All right, we got the Boyle. Remember that Boyle? Was it Nancy Boyle? Was she the one on X Factor? Sang the opera song? She's got some chops on her, that Nancy Boyle. It's like 2 people who know what I'm talking about. Dan probably knows. Somehow he knows all my references and understands. It's like the only guy on the planet that understands my jokes. Foil Boyle. Nancy Boyle. You know Nancy? She was great. She was great. She had that curly hair. She had that like afro curly hair look going on. And it was she was like an old lady. Very unassuming. Simon was giving her the eye. It's the skeptic eye. And then she belted out those glorious windpipes. Oh, Maryland. It's Adam Umack from Maryland. Probably lives like within an hour from me. Hey, Adam, do you know... She's not a Giga Chad level, but... Adam, do you know Curio Cavern, who I'm collaborating with to offer the deck boxes? Oh, I can't post comments to some locations? What are you talking about? What you talking about? Standing Stones. Once upon a time called Stonehenge in the playtest era. All right, so Sky High, you just got the one Boyle. The one Boyle foil. Not ideal by any stretch, but there are worse things in life. What does advance do? See that advance button? What does that do? Is that going to mess everything up? Are you sure you want to switch to advanced mode? Advanced mode provides more customization, but you cannot paste in several entries at once. You can only switch back by unchecking it. I'm not going to mess around, guys. I've already been disconnected once. All right, Ghost. Ghost might still be out there. He's on the wheel for 10 tonight. Yeah, this is how Ghost stocks his inventory. So he's going to sell you all these cards, guys, that we pull tonight. So keep an eye out. If you need these cards, Ghost, he's an honest broker. He is an honest broker. He's the honest Abe of brokering deals. I tried to get Philo cards on tonight, but he said he was watching some wild kids tonight. All right, Ghost. Oh, Ghost is still with us. Let the Ghost be with you. 10. I went left to right. I was pulling 2 at a time, and then I started going 1 at a time, left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Foil plague for you. It's wishing you the plague, pal. No lines. He's packing orders. Yeah, those Dragon Lords. Do you get bought out? You got bought out on the Dragon Lord foils, you said? All right. First foil, you got a cauldron. I guess I wasn't holding it up too well. It's making you guys work for it to see it. Really nice artwork by Drew. He's still having the ones with the lines. The Drew Tucker. Great artist, man. Guys, wait till I start announcing the names for SorceryCon 2027. You are going to need to be sitting down for this lineup that's coming from all over the world. The biggest event in the world by far for any game called Sorcery Contested Realm. See what I did there? It's all about the staging, the context, and the setup. Pulled Transparent City of Glass. Sent off to PSA. I didn't know it's had plastic film. Yeah, I know. Isn't that wild? Oh, you're going to go, Wu-Tang? That's what's up. Oh, the Courtesan Ties. Guys, whatever happened to the Courtesan Ties in Baltimore? Are they doing that? Are they going to do that anymore? I'm going to sleeve for Zeta out of respect, even though I often don't respect the non-foils. I'm going to hook you up there, Ghost. I'm going to do the right thing. A unique mortal of sedition and seductions. I apologize. You know what she kind of looks like a little bit? I'm going to tell you in a minute after I sleeve it up. I'm going to tell you. This is going to shock you guys. Anyone want to guess? If you guess, I'll give away something. If you guess who it looks like, I'll give away something. Last chance. Ready? Nancy Boyle. Nah, I'm just kidding. That one's Nancy. Nancy's down here with the sword. Beautiful pipes on that Nancy, though. She could belt it out. Nancy Boyle. It's just like Nancy. That's the first thing I thought of. Those beautiful pipes. I think they don't remove it. Oh, the you think so you think like PSA will reject it, or you think PSA is gonna slab it? Oh, Timbo, man, you're really checked out, bro. You don't follow my platforms? Do I run my mouth too much? I know I do. A backstab. The backstabs are everywhere. Especially the Trusted Games Marketplace, Discord. So in Philly, Timbo, is where we're going to have SorceryCon 2027. It'll be February 18th to 21st. In 2027. In Philly, brother. At the Valley Forge Casino and Resort. Oh, I think we got some Rodney. We got the Elite. The Elite. I like that one. I like that one a lot, Ghost. The one and only Rodney Matthews card in Alpha. Ah, man. Dude, remember we were selling his artist proofs for like $1,200 to $2,000 a pop? Oh, man, he is a god. He is such a god. I got to get back in touch with him. I sent him a message, and I haven't heard back yet. I got to reach out. I love Rodney. He's such a god. Looks like I can make it finally. 5 minutes? Where do you live, Timbo? Street Fighter. Yeah, I was surprised to see you on Facebook today. He only comes in when someone like triggers him, pisses him off, and he's got to straighten him out. That's the only time you hear from Timbo. Or if Ghost comes on for the opener. That lured him out of retirement, out of hiding. All right, is that another foil? I sold the Vril Revenant at the Courtesan Tice. I sold the original painting to a Patreon member. Oh, how about that one there, pal? If you're going to get an Elite, it might as well be the best of the 4 mixes from Elvira Shakarova. This was always my favorite painting. Of course, it angers me that Angerworm owns it. I want it. He should have had the crown of the victor, but unfortunately, on the slow boat, it dropped to the bottom of the ocean, and no one knows where it is. It is not even a joke. It's literally missing. It's a lost painting. And they had to swap out a different prize support, and they gave the incredible Mix Ignis. Let's see. Is it gritty? No, it's a little dusty. A little dusty, but not gritty. A little dusty. This is a nice one here. This is a nice one. Not seeing roller lines, which is a good sign. Edging, never quite pristine. It's funny. You kind of see the outline of the text box. That's because of the printing. And then the type line text, you can see it through the card under certain light. Stop touching it, dude. I am the cleanest person on YouTube. Have you seen these fingernails? Have you seen these eyebrows? You think these eyebrows groom themselves? You see this hairline? I'm so clean right now. Everything is clean. There's a nice set of pulls. 2 elites. He gets the one and only Rodney, and he gets the Mix Ignis. You got him the plague, Timbo? Small world out there. Nick C. 378. Oh, Nick. You're on the wheel tonight, right, bud? Yeah, man. Good to see you, Nick. Patrons come in full force. Riddle Sphinx. Ooh, the Scent Hound. Beautiful painting. Eric owns it, of course. Not me. I wish I did. I wish I did. I love me some Andrea Modesti. Neb's Cardboard is my YouTube. Nebs. Oh yeah, Nebula. Isn't that your thing on the Discords? I forgot about that. Oh, the ruler. Oh, dude. There's the correlation, right? There's always the courtesan and the ruler. This is just like my my alpha. I did an amazing, the greatest. Look, I'm trying to be modest and humble about this. I really am. But it's literally the greatest live show the world has ever seen was on Collector Arthouse YouTube right when Alpha came out. I got a box of Alpha from the company because I was like the OG content creator for Sorcery. And I shocked the world. I did not pre-announce, but what I did is I lined up about 15 different artists, right? And they were coming in as cameos, one right after the next. We were opening the packs. We were trying to hit the cards that they did for the game. And it was the first time anyone ever met these artists. You know, I ever seen them in person. You know, because the Sorcery, the Eric's Curiosa team hadn't profiled like the newer artists. Of course, we knew the Magic artists and stuff. I opened the show with Drew Tucker. I had, did I have Melissa Benson on the original? Or she might have came on the second one. Dude, I had Jeff Menges on there. Everybody, man. It was freaking amazing video. You got to go see it. It's live. The chat was losing its mind. And we started with like, I don't know. What was it? 40, 50, 60? How many people, Dan? You have any idea? Like initially out of the gate, we had like a really healthy turnout. Like 40 to 60, let's say. It ballooned to over 100. The Magic historian guy was in there, and he was like losing his mind. He was like, is that Drew Tucker? He's like, this is the greatest live show I've ever seen. He's like, this is like literally the most insane break I've ever seen in my life. This is insane. And he was telling, I guess, like people started telling people on the Discords and stuff. This is before that, like the world hated me and they wanted to backstab me and slit my throat, you know, because you know, the grift house, the grifter. God forbid you support artists and try to create awareness for their beautiful works. You become a grifter. But yeah, it was a beautiful thing. Everyone had a great time. And it was amazing. We got to meet a lot of the artists. We got to see them. There was some really touching, emotional moments. It was freaking amazing, man. I might go watch it back. I might watch it back. All right, Ghost. So you got the ruler of Thul. You got to click the live tab when you go to the channel. Yeah, you were there live, Dan. It changed your life, Dan. All right, Ruler of Thul. Remember, like, Kevmo? He comes back from, like, every event. He was like, this literally changed my life. And then you go to, like, another event. He's like, this one changed my life. I was like, dude, your life's moving in every direction. Like, you got to straighten that shit out. You know? You can't keep changing it like that. Ruler of Thul, Mix Ignis, Dwarven Forge, Courtesan Tice, featuring Nancy Boyle, and the Cauldron Cones, or Crones even. All right, so you got 2 Elites, an Ordinary, and then 2 Frazetta Bangers. And you probably got an order for them on your website right now, so you'll be packing it up before it even gets to your house. Let me know if you want me to, like, drop ship it to the guy you sell it to. Everyone's hitting up Ghost. Ghost is like the kingpin single seller in Sorcery. It's got a glorious website. I'm too much of a Mama Luke to figure out how to do an e-commerce site. Although I need to do it for like these deck boxes, play mats, altars, artist proofs. For now, I mean, I'm still going to do the auctions, certainly. But there will be altars and artist proofs and things offered for direct sale from time to time. That does come up. That has been done. I do consignment for folks sometimes. And like I say, I'm going to do a lot of different merchandising. So I'm going to ask the Collector House patrons, what would you guys like? What do you need as an accessory for gameplay? What would you desire? Which artworks would you like? Which artists would you like me to collaborate with? And we're going to make it happen. And I'm not going to sell it just to the patrons. I'll sell it to everybody that's into Sorcery or that loves art or loves playing Sorcery, whatever the case may be. But the Patreon supporters will always get a discount. That's just how things work. And it's the right way to do it. All right, Garen C for 5. What does that C stand for? Some wonder. 3, 4, and 5. Nagy Paul. Save some for the other guys, Ghost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I messed that up, Garen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the right number. Almost botched that. Yeah, you remember that, Nomad? What days? I don't remember. You're talking about the alpha break? I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know. Nomad, you coming to Philly? Who's coming to Philly? Daniel, you coming to Philly? Imagine what you wouldn't have missed if you subbed sooner. Wait a second. Imagine what you wouldn't have missed. I think he's... Oh, the Jihad. I will sleeve the Jihad out of respect for my boy Truitt. Even though it's a non-foil, since it's sacrilege, I will show it its due respect. Hey, Nomad, I will see you in Philly, my man. Weren't you supposed to come to Indy, though, and then you didn't come? Is that what happened? Or did I actually talk to you in Indy? Oh, shit. My ring cam's going off. Motherfuckers. Let me check this. Trying to rob my ass? Come right out there. I will come right out there. Hey. Come out there. That might have been, was it a false alarm? It's probably a cat. Is that a motherfucking cat? Is that a cat? About to get demonetized. Wait, where's my car at? Oh, I parked it on the street. These hood rats. Oh, wait a second. Could be the neighbor's garage. All right, the neighbor's out there. Maybe the neighbor is effing with me. I will get you. I will get you! I'm going to handle that guy later. All right. Yeah, I was... Oh, we spoke Saturday morning in Indy? How about that? How about that one? I know I spoke to the weekend safety officer. That much I know for sure. Because he came up to me. He came up to me like many times and he was like, hey, Mike, you need anything? You good? I was like, he's like, I could go get you a sandwich or you good? You need something? You need like a drink or something? How's your foot? Your foot's okay? You need a wheelchair? I mean, you need a place to crash? I could call one of the hotels. I was like, dude, I'm good, man. I'm good. And then like after he came around for like the 5th time, I was like, what's your name? Like, do I know you? I know you or something? He's like, I don't know. He's like, people know me. He had this like big bushy beard. I was like, come on, like, who are you? He's like, I'm a safety officer. Yeah, we'll have a Patreon party for sure, Nomad. What am I even doing here? What am I even doing? 11:51. It's almost midnight. I got a 9 a.m. soccer game with these barbarians. Nah, I wish they were barbarians. I'm trying to instill some balls on these kids, but they're 7 years old. You know, I'm going to get up on no sleep and be like, you better move your ass out there. There's gonna be some problems. Oh, my bad, dude. Garen. There. Oh, my bad. There's your jihad. There's your jihad. You see Leo here? Leo? Smothering tight, this guy. I missed the Patreon. Yeah, I already read that one. Yeah, you shouldn't miss the Patreon party, man. The Patreon party is absolutely legendary. You know what? You know what Elvira Shakarova said to me? She wants to come back. But she made me promise her that I would not give her a surprise birthday party again. So I was like, all right, it's a deal. Oh, the Imperial Road. I haven't seen that in a while. Garen, all right, you got the Jihad, but it doesn't look like you got any foils. What I need is a protein bar, to be honest. I'm always hungry on these shows. Probably because we're 2 hours and 21 minutes in. I burned some calories trying to like plug the microphone back in and the camera. It's unaccounted for calorie burn, guys. All right, 3 left on the wheel. Red Wolf, DZ0, and Ifava. Ifava! All right. For 5. For revoir. Did the Sabres play tonight, Dan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, Fabrock, did the Sabres play tonight? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He does keep things safe. He's probably outside patrolling my house. That's why I triggered the ring. Oh! Triggered the ring cam. How about that one, Dan? Plague of Frogs. Plague of Frogs. Why am I flipping over to trolls, you ask? CollectorArthouse.com will explain it to you. CollectorArthouse.com. Cards. Curio cards. Stone Gaze. Beautiful Stone Gaze. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we need some foils or curios. Ooh, the Undertaker engine. Jussie Pilkus. All right, kids. Kids. Oh, Crossroads. I had the original sketch of that one, but not the painting. Like I told you, Eric's got all those paintings. Take you to the crossroads, where you belong, Timbo. Where you belong. There's some Wu-Tang up in here. I'm probably going to get demonetized for singing Crossroads. Oh! How about that one there? Fervor. Oh, man, it was almost a lost cause until we hit the Alpha Eric's Curiosa. Non-foil. But one of the premier greatest uniques you could possibly pull. The namesake of the company, the Eric's Curiosa by the great Francesca Berald. Incredible pull, man. There you go. You got that redemption pull. You made your money back on the break on that one. That's the money card. What a box. I mean, it's not a great box, But the uniques we've been hitting are pretty good. We hit 2 Frazettas. Oh, dude, that's exactly right. These are always, I'm telling you guys, go watch my Alpha Break premiere show. I hit the Eric's Curiosa non-foil, the Courtesan Tice, and the Ruler of Thul. They are always grouped and paired. I don't. It doesn't want to shimmy down. I got to tap, tap, tap away. So I don't want to. I could push it, I guess. I could push it, but I don't want to. I don't want to lip it or something. You know what I mean, dude? That was like the last pack magic for you too. That saved it because you weren't hitting any foils, but then you hit the Alpha non-foil Curiosa. Pretty nice. Oh wait, you know what? I got some other cards for you here in the box. Don't think I forgot about you there, iFerv. I got 8 packs, 5 packs, and then tonight's 5. So I'm still holding for you. Let's see. You hid in the past. I'll remind you. I got an Alpha foil dome for you. And what else have you hit? Oh, sick. You hit the foil Maelstrom, foil Sandstorm. Dude, you've had good luck on my show. Foil Heat Ray and the non-foil Mix Aqua. It's a nice little stash you got there, pal. That non-sticker box you cracked with a foil Curiosa, still fresh in mind. Yeah, man. Non-sticker. You a sticker guy? I don't know. I open them by the case, so there's never a sticker. No, there's no updates there, Wu-Tang. Yeah, it's a really weird thing. All right, Red Wolf. I saw you on earlier, man. Thanks for hanging out tonight. 2, 3. I hope to see you in Philly, by the way. 3, 4, and 5. Oh, no, you had 4. I'm sorry. You had 4 because you got the last of the box. 1, 2, 3, 4. I keep like overshooting it. All right. And then we got DZ0. I'm feeling pretty hungry. I'm not going to lie. I might have to have a bowl of, what do you call those things? The Quaker Oat squares? Maybe some of those. Maybe go with the shredded mini wheats. I feel like eating some cereal for some reason. But what did I eat for dinner? What did I eat for? Oh, it's had sushi, man. It's not going to cut it. Oh wait, I should probably show you the cards, like a classy breaker. All right, 4. DZ0, dead last. Oh, look at that. 2 Francesca Berald non-foil uniques in back-to-back packs. Maybe it's an omen. Maybe that foil's coming. Have a Snickers. You're not you when you are hungry. I got to hire you to the team, man. I got to hire you to my marketing team. That's hilarious. Another, dude, backstab second card every time, Dan. More Riddle Sphinx, too. Oh, you got the Wanderers in foil. The Wanderers, another elite. That's a nice card. I did a feature on this. I really befriended Brian Smith very early on. I taught him a lot about the TCG industry because he was brand new to it, you know, so he didn't know how to value his work. He was very nervous about that. Like it can be nerve-wracking as an artist to not know the valuations and worrying about valuing your piece, especially in TCGs where there's a lot of opportunists, sleazy, disingenuous people trying to like lowball artists or do like bulk buy deals and stuff for like hand painted art that takes extreme amount of time. Like Chris is crafting this this game board thing, and he spent 700 freaking hours on this thing. So that's going to be worth thousands of dollars because he's a artist and a craftsman. He cuts it, he builds it, he sculpts it, he freaking paints it. I mean, the guy does everything. Elite Giants bear the weight of the world. Go check my old content, like articles, early YouTube videos. Some interesting history about this. About that Atlas Wanderers. It's 12:01, guys. Not in TCGs. Everyone's a stand-up citizen in TCGs. I think I just spit on my own channel a little bit. Not going to lie. Oh, the Scarecrow. Remember I sold that original for Lindsay ages ago. Lindsay Crummett, great artist. We'll see if Lindsay could come to SorceryCon. Yeah, guys, it's not trivial coming to freaking US from Australia. And she's coming to another event this year in the States, so coming twice might be difficult. However, we got some big time artists, guys, traveling from all over the world for SorceryCon in 2027. I can't wait till tickets go on sale because I'm gonna start announcing these artists. I was thinking about this, right? Like I can announce like one artist per month, right, to kind of keep it fresh. But we'd run out of time because we're gonna have more artists than we have in months remaining to SorceryCon, which means I need to announce at a faster clip. And you know, I like to do it like a new artist like every few days or once a week or something. You got to be in the Sorcery Contested Realm community Facebook group and the Collect Arthouse Discord. That's where you're going to find those announcements for the artists coming to SorceryCon. And yes, there's a SorceryCon Discord as well. So we'll be keeping you updated there. We'll be updating our sorcerycon.com website. And I'm telling you, this next SorceryCon is going to be absolutely insane, next level, incredible. There's a big sorcery player contingent on the Northeast too, so I think the turnout's going to be amazing. Battlefield. That was like an old classic. I sold that original painting too. That is a big one, man. It did well for a good reason. It's an Atlas site. It was like the first playmat in sorcery. All right, so who was this? I didn't even grab your. Oh, this was Red Wolf. All right, so you did good, man. You got an elite foil and you got the Scarecrow. So you got 2 foils in 4 packs, and 1 is an elite. Can't really ask for much more than that. You think it's a great box? I mean, we got a lot of elites and we got some banger uniques. It's funny. I never think it's like a great box unless I hit like a Philostone unique non-foil or like a foil unique or a elemental avatar elite. Dude, with all the elites we're hitting, how sick would it be to hit the elemental avatar? All right, DZ0, we got to make you wait a little longer so we could spin. We could spin for you just to make sure, just to verify. I've been talking my face off for hours, guys. 2.5 hours. We didn't even hit 3 hours yet. I might have to break MetaZoo after this. You guys, let me know, guys, if you want to like do a MetaZoo break giveaway or just open some Gothic. I'm kind of willing to do one or the other, even though I got to wake up in a few hours and get ready to smack some kids around for a soccer game. Multiple foil elites and good non-foils. Yeah, we did well. I concur. I do concur. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for DZ0. What zoo you have? Oh, did I say MetaZoo? I meant to say shard bugs. Did I actually say zoo? I do have some MetaZoo when I was like speculating on random dumb shit several years ago. It's the glow in the dark box one. I got some of that. Did I say zoo? Should we open and give away some zoo? That'd be hilarious. Oh, have I been saying zoo all night? Did I call shard bugs MetaZoo? I got those glow in the dark boxes, I think. Let me see what that's called. Nightfall. You see the bug on there? Look at this bug. Someone's gonna screenshot that and slander me and say, "Look at this Mike guy. See, it says Collector Arthouse in blue right next to the box. This guy's a MetaZoo guy now. It's just like the Kraken guy said. This guy is Argos. This Mike Servati Collector Arthouse guy, he's Argos. He's Argos Anonymous. This is a new Argos. The grifter. Look at this grifter selling MetaZoo. Dude, this box is heavy. Would they put like lead coins in here? This is like the heaviest freaking box I've ever held in my life. I mean, my forearms are absolutely jacked right now. Absolutely jacked out of their mind. All right. Have Banksy artwork ever touched inspired sorcery? I mean, it could have inspired it, sure, like the artist, I guess. But they don't have like licensed Banksy art in sorcery. I always thought it'd be like really sick if he would. It's always like an idea I had, like the curios, like go back and well, either license or go with some royalty free, like old, like art, like real nice iconic art history. Use those on cards. What if they did like the royal bodyguard with the real Menendez, the Menendez brothers painting, the real one? You know, that would be amazing. Like to have a card with that artwork on it after Liz Danforth's like tribute version of it. That'd be amazing. Nightfall hooked you. That's hilarious, man. I've never actually opened MetaZoo. I was just kind of flipping some of the boxes like a jerk. Like a big jerk. Yeah, I remember I sold like a few boxes to this guy. What was it? NBA? Was there like an NBA where they would like authenticate boxes? They like reseal them or something like that to authenticate. And it was an interesting business model. I tried to impress upon him that was kind of a big deal. I was like, dude, like I know this is game sorcery, man. I'm in on it early. It's gonna be a big game. It's a big deal. He's like, what's up with that MetaZoo? It's MetaZoo? People are asking me about this MetaZoo. I think that's kind of big, right? I was like, I don't know, man. I mean, the cryptids are kind of cool, but like, I just don't know. This guy Mike Waddell, he's probably like Mikey W. He's probably like Argos. They do that in RPG source books frequently. I can probably say I never bought any MetaZoo. Yeah. I mean, cryptids are a good idea. They're very interesting stories. Like, you know, people think they don't know about the cryptids. Oh shit! This was this camera been creeping up the whole time? Nobody told me about this. The magnet doesn't hold. I got to readjust it sometimes. You guys tell me you've been missing my jacked traps this whole time. Look at those traps. Look at that. Look at it. So I'm like holding the cards like this. I'm holding the freaking Nightfall boxes. I gained like 5 pounds holding that box. Pure muscle. I look like who's that receiver that was on Seattle, Dan? Who's that? And then he went to the Steelers and smacked around the fan. I'm like that guy. I'm basically that guy after just sliding that MetaZoo box across my desk. Who is that guy, Dan? He's on the Steelers sometimes. Yeah, DK Metcalf. That's me. I'm DK. Oh, we did hit a few of the mixes, and we hit one in foil too. DJ Metcalf, even. I'm pretty sure it's DK though. Actually, isn't it? It's DK, man. You're wrong this time. I'm right. You're wrong. It would be too easy. I'll fine. I'll sleeve up the mix. Fine. It's DK, dude. I know it's DK. You got to look that up. That much I know, at least. Called him DJ, Dan. We might as well just call him DG. Degenerate Metcalf. All right, so you got the drought. It's really freaking like wild artwork. The perspective on this one of drought is pretty insane. I mean, Mikkel is a pretty amazing artist. Look at his drought. He likes to hunt too, so he probably he guns down these deer and then just leaves them. He just leaves his ass there, right? Look how gutted it is. This is pretty sick, man. I never noticed the boats actually in the background. They dried up on shore. This is freaking genius artwork. I actually love this artwork. What happened to this painting? Did freaking Eric take all his alpha paintings too? Tell me Eric's got drought just like sitting in a drawer somewhere? It's blasphemy. I need that one. Something about drought reminds me of Dali. Yeah, it has that vibe, man. It's a good call. I like that, Nick. All right, DZ0. So that's the alpha box, guys. So what should we do now? Should we open some shard bugs to redeem ourselves for calling it gothic all night? Look at this bug. Let me show you this bug here real quick. Philosopher Shard by none other than Severin Pinel. Shard bug artist. Do you know about that? Oh, you want to see the magician? I should shill that, as the kids say. You shilling, Mike? You shilling that? Grifter? Grift house? Shill house, grift house? You skimming? Skimming commissions? Magician. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards, in fact. Is there an 8th card? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's playing with our emotions. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 elements. The 5 elemental sources. It is beautiful. Look at this freaking. Look at this thing. It's just such a brilliant concept. When I saw that, I was like, dude, that's freaking insane. That should have been the original painting. I mean, this is really awesome with the tablets in the background. But he was like, yeah, Mike, he's like, look, you got the 4 elements in one hand. And then on the other hand, you got the 5 mana sources from Magic. It's like the most... Everyone's like, give it to me. It's just the most brilliant concept. It's really great. Yeah. Now I feel bad for saying it was plagiarism. What are you talking about plagiarism? Oh, you thought someone plagiarized their art? No. Seven's really in shard. He's talking about shard bugs. Did you see this, Timbo? Were you on earlier? Look at this. Alice Thorne. This guy is our god. He's all of our gods. If you think another god is your god, you got the wrong god. Alice Thorne. It's ascending the heavens. You see the cloud mist? This guy is soaring through the heavens. Oh yeah, this is yeah, that's right. You did say it was your dad. My bad. You see this? You see this Metazoo back here? We got Alice Thorne and Metazoo in the same scene. I gotta rectify this situation as soon as possible. Poor Lewis. I'm gonna check on Lewis in a minute, guys. But first, we just gotta admire this freaking godly. I gotta shut the light off too. It'll look better without the light, right? Nah, I don't know. Maybe it's, I don't know. It's freaking unbelievable. It's a little oversaturated with the light. You can see better contrast without the light and really appreciate the amazing detail. Look at the freaking like quality. The cheekbone. I mean, you don't just like paint a cheekbone. It's a lighting effect. You put a little whitening there. He's got like a strong chin. He's not walking around with like that extra body fat. He's got work to do. He's got a job to do, you know? He's riding this majestic horse through the clouds. He's on a mission. And he's the leader of the Elven clan, the premier top leader, the most powerful card in Legend CCG, which doesn't exist yet. The cards don't exist, but it's going to be the rarest. It's going to be a rare. There's common, uncommon, rare, and it's a legend level of the rare. All right, so we got that. What do you got going on here? Showed you guys the deck box. Freaking amazing. Severin Pino, elemental avatars. So the pre-order for that is going to be coming up. Oh, now I want to show you guys because I was looking for the freaking tokens. I got the quarter-size tokens. Now I kind of want to show you the playmat because there's a hilarious aspect to this playmat concept I'm doing. But you know, it's a little too soon because I got to do I gotta get a few other designs nailed down. So I got to hold out on that one for now. It's too soon, guys. Too soon. Do you guys want to open like Gothic or definitely not going to open Metazoo. I could open Shard Bugs. We said we'd check on Lewis though. Let me just see if he's all right. So he's with us. He's always with us. I look for him everywhere. He's often not on the show, but he usually stops by. I don't know. I can't. Sometimes he's under the desk. He likes to hang out on the shelves. It's he was celebrating Cinco de Mayo the other day. I don't know. He's around here somewhere, without a doubt. We're gonna open Gothic? All right. You sure about that? Sure about that? All right. One Gothic. I do have a Gothic project in the works too, with an artist. With an artist, no less. Yeah, no shard bugs. No shard bugs, these guys said. Show me that Gothic. I have a project related to Gothic coming up. It's going to be a fun, interesting one. I'll probably offer that one exclusively to Collector Arthouse patrons. In fact, I'll definitely do that because this is going to be a unique painted project of limited quantity. And it's painted, so there'll all be like one of one unique ideas. And I'm going to offer those to only paid tier Patreon supporters. If, for some reason, they don't sell out within Patreon, and I think they probably will, because I have a lot of Patreon supporters, and I appreciate that, guys. It's really awesome of you to support in that way. So I try to do like Patreon exclusives, and that's what we're going to do with this art project that'll be coming up. What's up with that? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about? All right. Got it. Archangel Michael foil coming in. Pipe Dream Wish. All right. Fine. You like the Archangel? Give you the Oh, what is this? You see this? It's a pack up there. It's chilling. Get stuck to the magnet? This feels like we got two full columns there. You see that, guys? I flipped it. There's a pack there. You saw it, right? Should we open that one last or first? You guys want it first or last? Hey, Ricardo, are you watching? I forgot what Ricardo said. I think he said give them all the elites and uniques or something. What did he say? I don't really want to count him, man. What did Ricardo say to me? Ricardo. This is Ricardo's box. I'm opening it for him. What was it that you said, Ricardo, about... You said, like, don't ship all of it to you. It's a waste of weight. But something about... What is it that you said, man? Come on, Ricardo. You out there? Probably not, because I opened this thing already. You said something like, just ship, like, some stuff. Basically about the hits. Am I showing this? All right, hang on. How do I search? Ship. Shit. What did this guy say? Maybe he said keep? I'm going to search for keep. Can't keep. Most Gothic singles in stock. Hot over here. Keep it for yourself. Wait, keep the... what did he say here? Not all, I guess. Trash or keep the commons. All right. Open them and send you all the cards. He says, not all, I guess. Keep the commons. What did he say here about something like elites and uniques or something? He said something about like only sleeve the unique foils or something too. I don't know what he said. Ricardo. All right, later, Timbo. I'm going to be wrecked tomorrow for sure. What does this guy say to do? Because the thing is, I want to put him aside. He probably said send him all the uniques and elites, right? There's no reason to ship them the exceptionals. There's not like a lot of value in that. Let me see what he said about unique. We can round up the shipment. Just sleeve the unique foils, you mean? Oh, remind me again what you... Oh, here we go. Remind me again why you want me to... Or what you want me to ship. All elites, uniques, and foils. Or everything. Only the 3 you mentioned. All right, so he wants elites, uniques, and foils. Okay, got it. Elites, uniques, and foils. So what do you guys say? Oh, open the pack first? All right, open first, he says. So we're going to open the... if you're not first, you're last, which is a good point. It's a good point. The G's Arm. So 500 is the open price for the altar axe and the matching painting, which is like dirt cheap for original painting. Because the altar alones are sometimes going for that much. Fortunately, they buffed the shit with the rule change on the G's Arm, and then we waited a long time. These cards feel so much better than Alpha, man. It's wild. Although this one's a little grainy. Oh, my guy Juan. Dude, I haven't opened Gothic in a while. Oh, he wanted... What did he say he wanted? Son of a... Now I got to pay attention. All right, he wants the elites and uniques. All right, I gotta move some of these guys. What do we want to do? You want Z's in there? Or we go to Money Man? All right, this is what we'll do. We'll do Magician, and we'll do Money Man. All right? So he wants the elites and uniques and the foils. So what do we got? Thin Ice right out of the gate. Beautiful. One of the best artworks by Truitt. And he really likes it himself, too. For good reason. He said something about, like, only sleeve the uniques or something like that. I don't know, man. I'm still going to sleeve it. I think he said you don't have to put in a top loader. I don't know. So I'll just put in a penny for now. It's all very confusing. First box he bought from Rudy, he pulled the Archangel. He's a Rudy patron, this guy, but not a Collector Arthouse patron. Unbelievable, Fabrock. Holy Water. Oh, Stagecoach. That's sick. I love that. Ooh, Flaming Skull. Oh, I just sold the Hillside Chapel original painting. I actually have the Murder of Crows original painting available, if anybody's interested. I have all of Mikhail Nagypal's paintings. I have all of Juan Machuca's, and I have all of Vasily's from Gothic. It's not technically for someone, Ghost. It's what happened was there's a guy in Europe who wanted the Star City Games kit. So he bought like 3 of them or something. It was too expensive to ship to him from Star City Games, so he had them shipped to me. And the deal was he was going to allow me to open it on the channel for content. Oh, we waited forever for this. That's a great one from Francesca Berald. And so I'm going to ship him like the hits, basically, and his playmats, and I don't know, maybe something else. What else was in those kits? Something else, maybe? Did I freaking forget the hit on this one? Yeah, it's elite. What a moron. We got a moron here. What a moron. All right, we're clean. I gotta be attentive. Oh, I actually have this original painting from Vasily. Might auction that one in a few weeks. That's a great one. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, man. It was kind of like a win-win, right? Like, I figured it's a good way for me to get some Gothic to open on the channel. It's fun. People enjoy it. And it helps him out, too. So, yeah, we helped each other out. That's how it should be. I have the Zap original painting from Vasily. So if you guys want to make an offer, sometimes people make, unique foil, Chorus of Condemnation. Each player chooses another to discard a card. This is going to be a great, like, fun card and so dark. The blackest of blacks. It's gonna be a cool card. And did I forget to freaking set it aside again? Nah, I think I did it. Yeah. In multiplayer, it's gonna be cool. A unique foil. That's solid. It's a good start. It's probably not the highest end card, right? Because it's kind of like not the strongest card. Unique magic of destructive criticism. Remember they let what's that guy's name? Louis? What the hell? I think this that top loader was what do you call it? Something not right about it. Chorus. Yes, Gothic is a pain in the ship because these big, bulky, heavy boxes. For sure. All right. Those ones did not want to come out of the pack. All right, so we got Deep Sea. We got, a unique. Putrid Presence. Emil Idzikowski. Wow. I actually forgot about that one. Dude, I forgot a lot. I forgot about a lot. Oh, I have Flash still to sell for Juan. That original painting looks so sick. I forgot about a lot of the... Oh, you guys late here. A lot of the artwork in Sorcery. In Gothic, I'm sorry. Gothic specifically. Because I don't open Gothic a lot. So I haven't really had as much chance to enjoy it like I have with, obviously, Alpha. I know every single card like the back of my hand. And the artist that did it. And just everything there is to know about it. Oh, that was a great one by Pedro. Oh, the Blessed Village. Almost forgot about that. By Mengus. Yeah, Corpse Explosion. That's a card right there. Deal a dead minion to each site in a 2x2 area. Deal damage equal to each corpse's power to units there. Then banish the corpses. What an insane freaking... Oh, they released the Hounds. I still have this card. If anyone wants to buy this painting... I mean, I have the painting. The original painting in my house right now. If someone wants to buy that, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to send it back to Matthias. I think we auctioned it and it didn't hit reserve. So he's going to hold out on that one. Wait for someone who's willing to pay what he's looking for. It's smart play. If you're not in a hurry to sell your pieces, you should hold out for the price you want to get for it, you know? I don't force the artist to sell anything. Oh, the Crucifix. Elite. Emil. Such a great artist, man. All right, we got a foil. Oh, the Mudslide. I sold that one for Pedro. Did I end up selling that one or do I still have it? I can't remember. I might still have it. That is a freaking awesome painting, man. So well done. He's such a great artist. Did I say Pedro? I'm losing my mind. For Juan Machuca. Yeah, Juan's my boy. He's going to a bunch of events. We're collaborating on some stuff, me and Juan. So, patrons, stand by, my friends. It's going to be fun and exciting. You know what? He said I don't want to sleeve the... He just wants the, like, unique sleeved. I mean, top-loaded. It's kind of a pain in the ass to top-loader all of them, and it adds bulk and weight and stuff, and... Son of a bitch. It's kind of a pain in the ass to get out of there, too, isn't it? All right, so put that in the penny... Penny Lane. Penny Lane. It's getting late. People are dropping. You guys know about Penny Lane? Consecrate, Intrepid Hero, Heidi. That's an elite. Ordinary, Wicking Tools. I'll go a little faster. Oh, that's the one I was thinking about from Pedro, the one-shot wizard. That was a cool one. Oh, by the way, guys, I got a predestination sample card I might consign for a guy. Oh, I always loved Harvest Festival. I wanted that painting. You guys know I did. Oh, the Dank. We got the Dank, guys. How about that Dank? How about that Dank? That's the card, right? What is this going for now, Ghost? Air and water spellcaster. At the end of your turn, this Amphalos draws a spell which only it can cast, and minions it casts must be summoned here. That's pretty sick. Draws a spell, and it just automatically summons a freaking minion. That's wild. What a card, man. Yeah, I don't know if Ghost is still out there paying attention. All right, we got the Vast Desert. Just leave that up. Yep. No ribbon on the gift. Who's a cool guy? Juan Machuca? Great guy, man. Love Juan. Super humble. Great guy. I talk to him all the time. It's a friggin' wild artwork. Screamer! My boy Juan, I sold that one for him too. We auctioned that one. You guys all had a chance on that one. You gotta be in the Sorcery community Facebook group and the Collector Arthouse Discord. And Trust the Games Marketplace. You pulled the Char Amphalos 2 weeks ago? Nice. We got a foil on this one. Ooh, Order of the White Wing. I like that. Saw that painting at Sorcery. Oh, the Seraphim. Saw that painting at SorceryCon, and quite nice. Quite nice, I gotta say. What did the what did that lure end up being? An ordinary? An ally attempts an enemy minion at a nearby site into taking a step closer. Interesting. No red ribbon? Yeah, no red ribbon. That's right. There was not. Pilgrim Shrine. Silent Hills. Gift of the Raven. Great painting. Freeze. Angry Mob. Oh, that Borrow Right. Really great one by Pollock. Yeah, but it's got that Brahm vibe. All right, I'm gonna put these back in the box. They can't stand up tall though, guys. So you got to sit them down. Sit them down. 3 hours, man. I had a chance of doing this under 3, but then we set it open Gothic. Why not? Because why not, right? Ooh, Blightstone. You guys ever see a Blightstone before? I'm about to show you a Blightstone. Oh, I had the Spore Sprouts too in the box over there. The original painting is what I'm talking. Oh God, Autumn Bloom. The original painting for sale. You guys ever see a Blightstone? All right, there's the original painting of Blightstone. It's too big to put it under the overhead cam, but I'll show you the stone. Look at the stone. I gotta zoom out. Dude, you guys gotta see Mikhail Nagypal paintings in person. Seeing is believing on a Nagypal. The guy's unbelievable. Look at this Blightstone. He should have done the gems. Or he should do like, trying to put it under there. Too much stuff laying around and my microphone's in the way. But this stone is freaking epic. It's so great. The detail, so good. See that stone. Look at the stone. Does nature scenes incredibly well too. I wonder if he used a ruler for that stone. It's got some clean lines. Dude, that is a nice piece. Look at this thing. It's a piece of artwork right there, guys. There's a piece of artwork. The Witching Hour. Wow. Talk about Dali. Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. Talk about Dali, huh? There it is. Dude, that's spectacular. That was very well done. This guy's a very gifted artist. Oh, the Apex. Oh, that is the one. That is the one. The Lash. That Raised Militia is really cool. I like that. Aranja. Ooh. Forsaken Crypt. Great artwork. That is a nice looking card, man. Dude, you got to see a Matthias Frisk painting in person, too. The guy's a phenomenal talent. He's really freaking good. Super skilled. When he came to Baltimore, I went to the art museum with him. And DC, we met up. He's a classically trained artist, you know? He knows a lot about art history. He's very knowledgeable. He taught me a lot about the paintings we were looking at. I think I have that painting, too. Abyssal Assault. When I say I have it, I mean, it means I have it for sale. I have that one for sale as well. I got them here. They're ready to go, guys. No international shipping. I mean, I don't have to wait for the artist to ship it to me. I have it in the house. So if you're in the U.S., it doesn't have to cross borders anymore. You don't have to worry about tariffs. So just hit me up. But, you know, we'll auction a bunch of these too. In time. In time. Oh, God. Just sold the freaking Gabriel, man. I sold the Archangel Gabriel. It's a painting, man. It's beautiful, beautiful freaking work of art. So good. All right, we need to hit something freaking. What do you even try to hit in Gothic? Is there anything like to get really excited about in Gothic? I don't even know, really, honestly. Is that like something like super iconic? Like, damn, I just pulled that. Is it Dank? Onslaught's amazing. Rowdy Boys. Vindictive Nation. What an artwork by Jussie. So good. What is the card you want to pull? I'm telling you right now, I want to pull like a freaking protein bar out of the pantry. Oh, The Exorcist I sold for Juan. Man, we're hitting some nice cards, guys. I think they're nice. I sold the Larvae for him, too. Didn't I? I think I did sell the Larvae. I can't even remember, guys, honestly. Can't remember anything anymore. I know I had the Larvae. Did I sell the Larvae? Oh, yeah, it's a self-portrait. I thought you were saying of me. Yeah, it is Juan painted him. Oh, look at this, guys. Look at this one here. Look at this one. The Apostle of Tharmariel. You ever see the full art, though? Have you seen the full art of that one? Go ahead and screenshot that. Go ahead, Nomad. I know you want to. Screenshot that one. You ever see the full art on Apostles? You ain't seen them like that before. Trying to give you my surprise face, like, you ain't. You ain't seen it like that before. All right, that's unique. Enough screwing around. It's after midnight. Got things to do. Got soccer games at 9 a.m. Got to be there 15 minutes early. Sleep a few hours. You got it? I'm really lit. You got the screenshot? Oh! Hemo Goblin. It's wild. Elder Ruins. Kovacs. He's a great artist, too. Does cool stuff. Drowned. Horrible Hybrids. Ghost. Who did Ghostfire? Oh, Kirshner. Forgot about that one. All right, we'll get into it, guys. We're doing some Gothic. We're opening some These packs fight you sometimes. Harbinger. Oh, God, the Fields. Such a beautiful work of art. My God. That is ridiculous. Oh, you want to do artist signature? Are you in my Patreon, Beno? Hey, Beno. Hey, Beno. Actually, I think I am going to do a signature service for SorceryCon. Absolutely, I'm willing to do that for Patreon supporters. And I might do it even more broadly than that because I'm going to be driving to the frogs. I will be driving to SorceryCon this year. So that makes the logistics actually feasible. So, and I'm going to have a lot of freaking artists there, guys. And it's a great way for people who cannot attend to make sure these artists are well compensated. You know, if you want your cards signed, this is a great opportunity to do it. SorceryCon, whether you're attending or you would like me to facilitate. So I am going to do that, actually. I've been thinking about that. Happy to do that for Patreon supporters, especially. The logistics are kind of a pain in the ass. Like, you gotta, it's kind of stressful, you know, because I have to, then you got to ship all over the place. A lot of managing logistics. You got to ship to the artist. They got to ship it back to you. If you go to the events and you see the artist, that is much more feasible and practical and good to do. In fact, I should have thought of that for this DC SCG-Con event, but I'm looking at the year and I forgot. So if there are a few artists there, Margaret Organ Keene and Hellmouth. Ooh, Elvira. Very nice. That's a unique. Wow. She sold that super cheap, I think, at oh, no ribbon. At SorceryCon. Oof, undesirables. Damn. Ah, yeah. The townsfolk. Good people, those townsfolk. Kirshner, Margaret Organ Keene, and Brian Wackwitz are going to be at the SCG-Con. I remember those three for sure. I forget if there was another. Oh, damn. Kovacs. Lord of Destruction. Fantastic. So 6/6. I think all the lords are 6/6, right? Destroy sites, it strikes, and other minions there. Dude, that's freaking wicked. Destroys the minion and the site. That is a card. That is a card. Kiss of Death. The Sphinx. Matthias. Now we got a foil. Scatter. Kovacs. Oh, damn. That's a nice looking card. That's a cool artwork, man. It's got like a wishbone in there. There's an assortment of things. Yeah, signature cards are fun. Those are fun to connect. You know, it's a special connection to the artist. Any personal touch by an artist is a beautiful thing. Oh, we got the base and the apex tonight, guys. The base and dude, I don't want to mail this to him. I want this. If there's any card I want, it's the Elite Demon with the disdain for plebs. The Earl of Ivory Tower. I love you, Rodney Matthews, man. You are the guy. You are the Giga Chad of Chads. The weapon grade Giga Chad that stands on the shoulders of all other Chads. No one else compares. Nobody. On any kind of human level. Rodney Matthews. Absolute legend. He's like 80, 81. Oh! The Book of Blessings, a unique document of benediction. Dude, the sample card was so epic. I auctioned it ages ago. Went way too cheap. Way too cheap, man. I should have just freaking kept it. I should have kept it. I consigned for somebody. Whenever bearer casts magic that chooses a single allied minion, ward that ally. I don't even care what you do. I do not care. I just want to look at the book. Just want to look at the book all day. All day, all night. Oops. Dun, dun, dun. Brahm. He's a good artist, man. He is a good artist. He knows how to do those backgrounds and that contrast. Iron Maiden. The guy in the band in the back. Oh, the Autumn Bloom. Nice little tri-site. Oh, God, what a freaking beautiful artwork. Freaking Kaio. So good. Kaio really does incredible work. Kaio and Vivian, the dream team. Yeah, Fabrock's going to get some Symmetric Suffering. We sold that paint. Did we sell that painting? We auctioned this painting, right? Am I losing my mind, or did I auction this painting for Amel? I did auction that painting for Amel. Of course I did. Just can't remember anything. It's a problem. It's the things. It's all the things. I can't remember them. Dread thickets. That only thickets. Leadworks. I think Eric kept that one. I don't think I have that painting. Just send like 20 cards to Brahm? For what? What do you mean you sent 20 cards to Brahm? For signature service? Does he? You can mail cards to him for him to sign? I'm actually shocked by that. Because I'm actually shocked. Because Brahm really doesn't want to like bother with stuff like that. He was working on his books and stuff, and he's really kind of like a purist for that. He's really short on time. He was at GaryCon, and Tony Sudlow was there, and I asked Tony to talk to Brahm about a few things for me. And oh God, that's a cool card. That is a nice painting, man. And like he was like, I'm sorry, Mike. He's like, I talked to him, man. He's like, this guy's like purist, man. He was just like does his thing. It's the only thing he wants to do. He's like, he's not going to paint any new paintings. Oh wow, only once every 2 years. That's super cool. He's like, he's not going to do any paintings. And for Eric, he's only going to let him license paintings. And so Eric like licensed shitload of like freaking Guardians paintings. Angel Ascendant, beautiful artwork. Lindsay Crummett. She's cool, man. She's a great person. I love Lindsay. I hope she comes to SorceryCon. I know traveling's hard and she's got kids. She probably won't, but I hope I'm wrong about that. I'd love to meet her, hang out with her. I think we'd have a lot of fun. I think she'd be cool. Lacuna Entity. Zondi. Dude, that's a name right there. That is a name of a card. That is a great name of a card. The Ghoul. Got the Ghoul. Look at the Ghoul, guys. Look. Here, you want a screenshot, Nomad? I got a screenshot for you. 1 second, pal. 1 second only. Trade encampment. I like that. I like the what do you call the trails there? Oregon Trail. That's what it feels like, the Oregon Trail. Feels like that, does it not? I got a screenshot up for you here in a minute. You ready for this? Look at this. See these deck protectors? Ultra Pro deck protector. There you go. How about that one? Brahm. Let's go, he says. There you go. Brahm. Brahm on Brahm. The Ghoul. And then we got I got this too. Look at this one. Look at this. We got Brahm. Brahm, 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 Brahm. All right, Brahm. And then more Brahm. I should get him to sign the binder. You know, it'd be cool. I don't know how long is this signing going on, and what does he charge for it, Bano? Because I'm thinking like I send him all the sorcery cards in the Brahm sleeves, in the binder, and I say sign the binder, sign the sleeves, sign the card. How about that one? Wow, man, I sent them all Guardians cards too. All right, guys. Is that all the cards? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, which means I effed something up because there should only be 36 elites and uniques and not 39. And I think as I was going here, had a bit of a problem. I probably started stacking like some regular cards. Yep, got an exceptional. I got a persecutor, and I got enduring faith, which is a freaking banger of a card. And that puts us down to 36. As it should be, amigos. As it should be. We just auctioned a beautiful all right, so he's got his 36. He's got his foils. So we had an elite, an ordinary, an exceptional, an exceptional, an ordinary, an exceptional, an exceptional. Of course, you get all the exceptionals. And a unique. So exceptional, no, elite. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 exceptionals, 2 ordinaries, and a unique. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe I'll sleeve up the elite. I don't know if that's worth something. 8 foils. 8 foils. And we got the unique. Thanks, Nomad. Nomad got it. Share them on the socials, my friend. Share them if you got them. All right, guys. So we did 3 hours and 21 minutes. I've been talking. Tough box. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I got a unique foil. I mean, what could you expect really in a Gothic? Is it because it wasn't a like high-end good unique foil? I got the Amphilos. All right, that's like the top card in Gothic, I thought. Am I wrong about that? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't know. It was fun hanging out, guys. We showcased a lot of stuff. We saw godly artwork by Alice Thorne. We saw the Magician. We saw Z's. We saw the axe, the painting, and the altar pairing. And we got the deck box, guys. We got the deck box coming. If you hadn't seen it, a collaboration with Collector Arthouse, Severin Pinot, and see, Collector Arthouse, Severin Pinot, and Curio Cavern. You got the dice box, and you got the 2 decks. Red on black, always right, and the 4 beautiful elemental avatars. Nice fall leather kind of feel. It's got this like textured feel, so it feels really nice, real sturdy. Nice looking box. Black and red. It's got the stitching all the way around the top. It's a great product. It's nice. It's probably going to be $59.99. We'll probably knock off $5 for Collector Arthouse Patreon supporters. So if you'd like to join the Patreon, please do. There's availability at all tier levels, I think, probably. If one of the tiers are full, let me know. Maybe I could open up more slots. I had like an alpha and then a beta because alpha was for the early adopters, and then beta increased the price a little bit because like as I grow the Collector Arthouse business and I expand into more merchandising, more products, more collaborations, more artist connections, there's going to be more and more value. There's going to be more stuff, exclusive merchandise that you can only get through Collector Arthouse in collaboration with the amazing artists of Sorcery and altar artists and artists all over the world, you know? So it's creating a lot of possibilities and a lot of fun things and a lot of ways to enjoy their beautiful artwork and store your cards with pride, display them with pride. There'll be a lot of different things and fun, unique things coming over time. So I'm glad you guys like it. Appreciate the positive feedback. Look for a pre-order sale on this coming up. And again, thanks for tuning in and for all your support, whether you're in Patreon or not. Appreciate you guys tuning into the YouTube, joining the Sorcery Community Facebook group, the Collector Arthouse Discord, the collectorarthouse.com website. It's a great resource for curio listings and detailed articles behind the curios. Artists articles, displaying the full art. It's totally unique. There's nothing like it in Sorcery or in any game, really, for that matter. It's a really fun, awesome website. One of these days, I'll have an e-commerce website. If you guys are good at that and you can help me set up my e-commerce website, I would love that support and help, because I don't really know what I'm doing with that, to be honest. Might just do a Shopify template and hope for the best. But I'd like it to look nice and presentable, and I'd like some help with that. So if you can help me, maybe I will trade something to you in return for your support of building my website, or pay you or something. So have a great weekend, guys. Happy Mother's Day to the mothers. And take care, everybody. Have a great night, great weekend. See you soon. Take care.